Yo, 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 yo. Welcome back to another episode of House of hdsportspod podcast. I'm your host, Wayne. I'm here with my guys, Chubbs and Joe. Smooth will be joining us a little bit later on in this episode. In this episode, we'll be giving some Week 18 recaps, talking about the playoffs coming up, also get into Mike Tomlin having another winning season, get into some coaching firings, and also some Mount Rushmores of teams, man. All right, man, a few housekeeping things before we go ahead and get started. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. But most importantly, please like the video. That's how we're able to get a more fan base, get a bigger fan base. We've grown in the past 28 days per YouTube. So I want to continue growing. So I want this video to get us to at least 20 likes, man. Just get us 20 likes, get us there, spread some knowledge, get us to where we need to be at so we continue to spread. If you're on the audio platforms, make sure you guys download the episode. Make sure you guys go ahead and, if you listen on audio, go to YouTube, hit the like button. If you're listening on YouTube, go to audio and download the episode. You download, you like, that helps us get discovered more and more, man. And, we've been dropping some fire clips for you guys. Got more coming tonight. More coming each and every single day. So people like them, man. So we're trying to give you guys the best entertainment, but also, informing you all about the game. Make sure you guys are following us on all platforms, House of hdsports, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and then hdsportspod on Twitter, of course. All right, Chubbs and Joe, y'all got anything y'all want to say to the people before we get started?
What up, man?
Pretty uneventful game I watched. Well, I wouldn't say uneventful, actually.
Anthony Brown, Raven future.
A lot of shit happened.
Future Raven quarterback. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no.
All right, man, let's go and get into it, man. First topic. We seem to keep coming to this guy. He had a terrible head coach for his first year in the league. People were saying he was a bust, saying he was the fourth best quarterback in his class. He wasn't the prince that was promised. But then he goes in his second year in the league, getting a new coach, turning Christian Kirk, Zay Jones, and Evan Ingram, turning their careers around, making them look like top receivers, top tight ends in the league. And Chubb still has the audacity to tell us that Justin Fields is better. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars have I would say, almost historic turnaround from last year to this year. Get into the playoffs, win their division, the AFC South. Yeah, AFC South. Yep. So, my question for you guys is Trevor Lawrence putting himself in the upper echelon of quarterbacks in the NFL? And how do we think this Jaguars team can do in the playoffs?
I think last year really hurt Trevor Lawrence. Not in like his play, but as in for me to put him in the upper echelon, right? So I think that really hurt him a lot last year. I'm glad he did great this year. I was rooting for him this year. And I'm happy in the playoffs. I want to see what he does in the playoffs. I'm waiting for that. But I do have him. I'm not gonna say he's on the cusp of being in that upper echelon, but he's there. He's good enough for me.
Where you got him at? Where you got him at?
I got him so like on my maybe radar. You know how I'd be like, can this guy win me a championship? Yeah. I'm like, this guy. I think he has it in him, but I don't. He hasn't shown me yet. That's how I feel about it.
How many quarterbacks are in that for you?
I got a couple quarterbacks in there right now.
I need names. I need names, Joe. Stop trying to be soft with it. I need names.
Because I will tell you one thing.
So I will come up with some names.
For me, I got Trevor over Kyler. And there's two people I don't like, and I will admit he's better than Kyler. Kyler might be in that category you're trying to talk about because he really ain't done anything.
I can agree with that, Chubbs.
But
I honestly though, if I am rating people in that category, I'm having Trevor over Kyler in that.
That's what I'm saying. If I were to, I will say, if it's Kyler versus Trevor, I will take Trevor over Kyler.
Yeah.
I do. What do you think, Wayne? What are you taking? I already know you're taking.
I tweeted this yesterday. If the quarterback's name are Burrell, Allen, or Milhomes, I am not taking them over Trevor Lawrence.
It's wild.
You said
if their name isn't Burrell, Mahomes, or Allen, I am not taking them over
wild.
Trevor Lawrence.
That's wild.
The prince that was promised has arrived.
He has to win a playoff game first.
The prince that was promised has arrived.
I hope he don't shit the bed this week.
Even if he win a playoff game, I can't agree with that statement.
I can't either.
Yeah, I can't. I like him a lot.
Who would they play? Let me get the playoff matchups right now.
Trevor.
He plays the Chargers.
He plays the Chargers, which they're going to win that game. But Chargers suck right now, so they should win that game.
Wait. You think the Chargers? You think the Jaguars going to?
Yeah, they're winning that game.
Yes.
They're winning that game.
The reason they're winning that game, Joe, is because Brandon Staley is an idiot, and he played his starters when the game meant nothing. Mike Williams went down carded.
Yeah, he's not playing. He's not
playing.
He re-aggravated his back injury he had in college. If you remember how serious that was. Kenneth Murray went down, middle linebacker, and I think they lost a lineman. They lost 3 big starters when they didn't.
To me, it didn't even matter if they were playing. They still would have lost.
I think this game is going to be close. I think that's going to be.
Bro, nah, they lost to the Denver Broncos.
I think it's still going to be close.
But to answer your question, Wayne, I'm not putting him in the top 10 yet. He might be on the cusp. I'm not putting him in the top 10. No.
Give me your top 10 right now. Give me your top 10. It is very foolish not to have him in your top 10, Chubbs. Give me your top 10.
Oh, my God.
Give me your 10. Because after you get past Lamar, it's a lot. It gets hard. It gets hard.
Burrow, Milhomes, Allen, Jalen Hurts, Lamar, Herbert.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers. Still taking Aaron Rodgers. Don't care. It's A-Rod.
Overrated.
Got Kirk in there. Kirk had a great season.
Kirk did have a good year.
Kirk had a great season.
Let me tell you right now. Kirk Cousins and Jalen Hurts aren't better than Trevor Lawrence. Next.
Bro.
I agree. Trevor Lawrence definitely has the talent a lot over. But we have to see it, though. Just because you have the talent and, you do these and you look good these moments, I just can't be like, all right, you're
who do you got over him? Who do you have over him?
Those guys. If you're talking about talent-wise.
No, stop trying to find cop-outs, bro.
You said talent.
No.
Talking about talent.
If I want a quarterback right now, if their name isn't Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, I am not taking them.
I'm still picking Tom too because Tom threw for 46.
I'm still picking Aaron Rodgers. I'm still picking Tom over him.
And Jared Goff went 4,400.
All right. This is crazy.
I might. It will honestly be between him and Jalen Hurts. Just by the way,
if anything, he'd be 10. So if not, he's 11, which is a cusp.
He's not. And that's Chubbs, you are reaching for names and put him on a cusp for you could be right, bro.
Well, I'm looking at yards, dude.
He's probably top.
Stop stat watching, bro. He's top 10.
Stat watching. Hold on, Wayne.
He's top 10, bro.
Wayne. Whenever you talk about your agenda with Trevor, you bring up stats. Shut up.
I have not said any stats. Did I say any stats, Joe?
Today you did.
I'm not saying the
Kirk
stats.
is balling. What can we say about Kirk? Kirk is balling. So are we going to say?
Like Dio say, he's doing what he's supposed to do. You got Jay Jettis.
Okay. All right.
I'm saying all these guys you named got top 10 receivers. Look what he did to Christian Kirk. We were laughing about Christian Kirk getting a deal. We were laughing about Zay Jones getting paid this much. And when he gets Calvin Ridley next year, oh my God.
Hey, Wayne, didn't you say one quarterback that plays in South Beach was playing like a top 10 quarterback?
The keyword was.
Hey, he finished. He finished number 1 in a lot of categories. So,
especially losses in November through December.
No, the Jets quarterback got it.
They had 3 different quarterbacks. I don't know.
They just got it too.
Chubbs, at one point, Tua was playing like a top 10, but he fell out. He's
All
on
I'm
the.
saying is
He's on the cusp.
I can't put him in.
He's
finished.
cusp.
He's still finished.
Bro,
He's
he's
10.
cusp.
He finished top 10.
He
and
might
made
be
the playoffs.
10.
And made the playoffs.
Trevor might be 10.
Skylar
Tua
Thompson made the playoffs.
No. Tua made the playoffs, bro.
No, Joe Flacco made the playoffs.
Anyway, like I said, if their name isn't, and I'll be okay if you say you'll take Lamar over him. I got no argument there. But we'll get into Aaron Rodgers a little bit later with his overrated behind. We could talk about that. But
hold on. You were impressed. I mean, he did make good throws. He made some really good throws. But you were impressed with that game Saturday?
I mean, outside of him missing a touchdown.
No, I'm talking about you watched a team that you confident in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm confident in them.
That worries me because Titans, we all know this whole December and even November have been trash. They started off really hot.
I'm confident in them beating the Jaguars.
He had a battle with a trash team, is what I'm saying.
I mean, Derrick Henry didn't play trash. They held time of possession really well.
Bro, they had a third-string quarterback.
I mean, they had time of possession really well.
Their defense isn't like that. They have Kevin Byard, who's nice. I'll give him that. Who else?
He's not even the best person
Nobody
on
really.
their defense.
Justin Simmons, that's one D lineman.
That's all it takes.
Harold Landry's out. He's been out.
Yeah,
year.
He's hurt. Yeah.
So they really don't got anybody. Bud Dupree's been in and out.
You have a really good defensive lineman, and you have a really good safety.
That's
bad.
2 out of 11 players.
Hey, you saw just T.J. Watt play and made a big difference.
Okay, they don't have a T.J. Watt out there.
I mean, Justin Simmons is elite defensive tackle.
But he's not rushing the edge like T.J. Watt.
It doesn't matter. He's elite.
That's stupid. That's stupid. You said T.J. Watt when I said Justin Simmons.
Just because you could rush. So only rushing the edge people make impact.
I'm going to look up Justin Simmons' stats, and if he does not have over,
I don't think you're saying his name
properly.
Anyway, I think Justin Simmons is the safety for the Broncos.
There's a big guy.
Yeah, he is.
It starts with a J. It's made of Jonathan Simmons. Isn't that his name?
I don't think his name is Justin Simmons, so you might be looking up the wrong stats. I just want to correct you on who you're looking up.
Titans team. It's Justin Simmons, buddy.
Jeffrey Simmons. Anyway.
Jeffrey, whatever. I'm gonna look up his stats. And if he's not rushing the quarterback,
he's elite, bro.
But to compare him to a guy that's a defensive player of the year is wild.
I'm not comparing him. I just say he's elite.
You're talking about his impact.
So you can make an impact as a defensive tackle.
But this isn't T.J. Watt, is what I'm saying.
I'm not saying he's T.J. Watt. I'm saying he has impact. He has Cam Hayward level impact. So I don't know what you want me to do. You asked me if I'm impressed with Trevor. They won the game.
They did. I mean, he didn't play great.
He didn't play great. He made some good throws, but he didn't play great overall.
Yeah.
Did he play bad?
He played okay.
He did enough to win the game, but it wasn't like
elite.
It wasn't like
top 10.
Put this guy in there. But he is
not everybody's gonna have top 10 games all the time.
I'm gonna say right now at the end of the season,
going into the season,
I haven't said it.
Best,
I think
right?
At the end of the season, Trevor Lawrence finished 5.
5 at QB?
Yeah.
And Chelsea's talking about he on the cusp. Get that hate out your heart.
I'm talking about top 10 quarterbacks. You're not about top 10.
5. He finished top 5. He's 5. I think that's
why. Who you got it from?
I got Patrick, Joe Burrows, Allen, and damn. I just had the other person who I was just looking at.
Hurts?
No, I don't actually. I have Justin Herbert in front of him actually.
I mean, yeah, man, they won the 6 out of their last 7. Really impressive.
I had Justin Herbert.
Really impressive to win 6 of your last 7, in my opinion. So,
but like Trevor Lawrence, that last game wasn't impressive, but he did snap like in the last pretty much his stint going into end of the season, and to freaking win the freaking division title. That's lit. So
they control their destiny and they control it well. So the next question,
Gotta put him top 5, honestly, right now.
Yeah, man. Like I said, if his name isn't Mahomes, Burrell, or Allen, it's Trevor Lawrence. Next topic we'll get into is the Dolphins squeak out. And when I say squeak, really squeak out and win a playoff game, getting saved by a 50-yard field goal by a kicker who hasn't made those really this year. So you guys are in the playoffs. Tua still is in stage 3 of concussion protocol. Hasn't been cleared to get in stage 4 or 5. He has to be in stage 5 in order to get where he needs to go in order to play. So my question, and this is for Joey, how are you feeling about your team? I believe you guys have to go play Buffalo.
Yeah, in Buffalo.
Buffalo again. Tua hasn't played in the last 3 weeks? Or 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
How confident are you in an upset?
I'm confident, very confident. Very confident in upset. Bills, they struggled in the beginning of the game versus Patriots, even though Patriots does have a great defense. But the Bills also struggle against us for some reason, and our defense is not that good. But, yeah, Josh Allen does have a good day against us, but the scoring is always kind of close. Well, it's been this year, not last year, but it's been kind of close. So I think we can upset them if Tua's on the field. If Tua's not on the field and we got Skyler, it's not happening.
Getting smoked.
We're getting smoked. But if Tua's on the field, I see us. We can get an upset there. I can see that happening. Chances, I'm gonna say 30-70. Right, 30% chance if Tua is on the court. On the field.
I will say
we win.
Bills postseason football is very, very cold, man.
Yeah, I know.
Very cold, man.
But with that being said, I think the Bills is going to have a hard time, man. I don't know. I felt like Stephon Diggs has disappeared. He showed up a little bit last game. And he showed up, I think, towards the end of the game. But I think, I don't know. I don't see them, even though, tribute to DeMar and all that.
Letting you know he gonna be at that game.
Yeah, I know, and I know they're gonna, there's gonna be, emotion behind it and everything, but I don't think they're gonna have a good postseason. I don't know. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I think the teams that in the postseason, I think the AFC is really competitive, so I think they're gonna have a tough time. It's not gonna be that easy for them. But yeah, with the Dolphins, man, I think we're in a tough position, man. Just with this regular season ending, I just want to say Mike McDaniel is good, not great. He needs to work on some things. He won his last challenge of the season. He lost all of them. He won the last one he threw, which was clutch, and I think that's one of the reasons we won. We can't win. And
that was not a horse collar. I'm standing by it.
That horse collar?
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is, bro. It's what it is. We got to play. But I will say this, man. Regardless if we win or lose this week, if we can't win a championship with Tua,
he's out of that.
We can't.
He's out of that
because it's not because of his talent. It's because of his injuries. Prone to injury.
You sure it's not part of the talent? Because them last couple of games was iffy.
I don't think it was the talent, man. I think that with the talent, I mean, he can get better. I think he just needs some more years, bro. He's like, after the first 2 years, and he had a coach that really believed in him. So I think it'll be kind of rough. But now he got a coach now. So I don't know. I think we should move on. But
you think y'all should move on from Tua?
I think we should. I think we should move on from Tua.
Is there more Tua, or is that your defense let you guys down? Because you guys are supposed to have a great defense.
Yeah. Oh, another thing, Xavier Howard is not who he was.
At the end of the game, he came up.
Hey, You know what you should have done? You guys should have took that second round pick from the Ravens.
But Garrett Wilson had like 100 and some yards on him.
He balled this year.
He was cooking him. Like he was cooking.
He cooked everybody though.
Yeah, but he didn't cook everybody. But you don't expect that from Xavier Howard. But I would say all season Xavier Howard has been getting cooked. If you look at his stats, bro, he allowed like a lot of yards, and a lot of touchdowns. Like he's been getting cooked, man. So I think we got to move on from him. We got to move on from Byron Jones that didn't come back. They say he could have came back, but he didn't. They say he didn't want to or whatever. I think we should move on from him. We got a lot of moves to make in our season if we want to win a championship. And we got a big question mark on our quarterback.
Can y'all get through the playoffs first before you start writing your eulogy?
Nah, I don't know, but I said win or lose, bro. If it is what it is, because
you don't think your defense can step up the way the Bengals defense stepped up?
I don't think we're winning the Super Bowl this year. Our AFC is too good. I don't think we're gonna. There's no way if we run it. If we beat the Bills, say we beat the Bills, we run into Kansas City next week. I mean the week after. We're getting cooked. We're getting cooked.
That's why I need you to win if we win, so you can get cooked.
No, man. I rather we take our. I don't know, man. I don't want to lose, but at the same time, I just don't see it happening, man. I'm a root for them to win, but I don't see it happening.
Anything can happen. I would say that right now. The Bengals with the worst offensive line went to the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, so. Bengals have Joe Burrows.
Yeah, but
they have Joe Burrows and
the line matters though.
And their defense is good. Our defense is terrible.
Their defense is okay. I hate when people they're okay.
It's good. It's a good defense. It's good enough.
They're not an elite defense.
It's good enough.
It's a good defense, Chubb. It's not okay.
Yeah, it's better than they're okay.
Bro. It's better.
It's good. I'm sure.
I just don't think the Bengals are that good.
You've been saying that, but they won a division again this year. After you claimed that they're going to finish third.
We were arguing.
I don't think they're good. I honestly think that team is overrated.
Why?
They're a good team.
They're not.
They're a good team. Look, it's just like I've seen so many games with teams they literally should blow out. They have fucking battles with those type of teams, and then they play these good teams, which they show up, and then they end up. Like against the Patriots, they were up 22-0. How did the Patriots come back and almost win that game?
They coast. They relax.
With the Bengals.
They relax. They relax. When you up 22-0, you tend to relax, and then the team gets back in.
22-0 first half.
You think it's gonna be a blowout?
You relax the first half.
Teams do that, man.
Bro. Come on.
Teams do that.
It happens, bro.
You can't be like that if you're a Super Bowl winning team, though. You can't just be lax.
Teams do that.
Nah, I'm not hearing that.
They played that. They played to the competition.
You're saying that? You're saying that the Bengals
is the Ravens not as good? Why? Because y'all did it all season.
Because we lost to them.
Y'all was blowing leads all season.
The first half of the season,
losing the games.
The defense.
So are y'all not that good?
Yeah, we weren't. They weren't that good. Then they got Roquan, and then we allowed the 8th least points since Roquan came with the Ravens.
Probably top 8 defense right now.
Yeah, Roquan changed that whole shit up. He did.
So you got Roquan, and then y'all stop learning how to score.
Yeah, literally. Offense got that's Greg Roman. That's Greg Roman.
Yeah, to stop learning how to score. That's very interesting. The Chubbs, you're wild. The Bengals are that good. Yeah. They are a Super Bowl contending team.
I mean, they're contenders, but I just don't think they're going to win or go there.
Are you guys beating? We'll get into our the bracket because we're going to do an entire bracket today. Not just wild card games. We're doing the entire bracket and picking our Super Bowl winners.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, I think the Dolphins do have a chance. I slightly think you guys can pull some Bengals shit off. I think your defense can, use this game, pass game as motivation, and gear themselves up to play against Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. And you guys will have to play the Cincinnati Bengals next. It does hurt that Raheem Mostert got hurt, I believe. Should be fine.
We would play Kansas City if we beat Bills.
No, y'all wouldn't. The bracket stays the same.
We will be the lowest seed. They play Kansas City.
That's why you can't do the bracket shit from the jump, Wayne, because it changes. It seeds every week.
So the Kansas City
say Ravens beat the Bengals.
Why do they do it like that? I feel like that's
and then the Dolphins beat the Bills. The Dolphins play the Chiefs, and we play the winner of the Chargers and Jax. If Bills
I
beat
forgot they do
the
it.
Dolphins and we lose,
I thought it was
we
like
beat the Bengals. We played Kansas City.
we can still do the bracket then. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you can still do it right.
Yeah, we can still do the bracket. I just thought it was like the NBA, like, yo, you just play on this side no matter what.
No.
That's stupid. But anyway, either way, it's fine. Y'all not winning, Chubbs. But we'll get into that.
That's your opinion.
We'll get into that later.
Is Lamar ready to come back? Is that a thing? But
We'll get
this is a
into
question.
We'll get into it, man. I'm trying to hold this off for DL to come back because he's supposed to be in there. I'm trying to hold this off. Chubbs, what do you think about the Dolphins?
I mean, I thought they should have done a little bit more. I know they had third string quarterback, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Hey, he did enough.
I think, yeah,
He did enough.
I think the Dolphins should have made playoffs. I'm happy they made playoffs. But I don't think they're going to make any noise in the playoffs. I think this is going to be a first round exit. Which then asked me a question: if they get first round exit, let's say they get their ass whooped, is Mike Daniel back coaching because you made playoffs?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. The fact that that was a whole thing is just baffles me.
It was crazy. I think a literal like Brown situation could happen when the Browns beat the Steelers and we're just like, oh my god, this is crazy. You didn't think the Browns would do it. I think
that shit can happen to anywhere.
I think it can happen. I think it can.
All right.
Hopefully,
I give you guys like a 20% chance, and if it snows, like it does in the playoffs for them, 10% chance.
I just don't. I don't know. I don't know if I want Tua to come back. That's the only thing. Because like now I'm like, if Tua comes back, he get hurt again. Like, damn, it's crazy. You just like you don't want him to get hurt, but at the same time, it's like I don't want Skyler or Teddy B throwing the ball.
Why Teddy keep getting hurt?
He broke his thumb or a finger or something like that.
Injury prone.
He's soft.
Everybody apparently every quarterback we get is injury prone.
He is soft.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, but
I'm trying to tell you about Teddy Bridgewater for 2 seasons now.
Skyler did enough, man. He said coming into the game, he didn't want to be a hero. He was like, man, I got two of the best receivers, but Sauce was strapping.
Yeah, Tyreek was frustrated. I saw that. Very frustrated.
And Sauce was talking shit the whole game, bro. And it was like, I'm like, damn, this nigga so good, but he annoying, bro. It's like, annoying as hell, but he was strapping, man. It was a tough game. It was an ugly game, but tough.
I will say, Joe Flacco, I fucks with you. Fucks with you. You did one last solid for the Ravens. Made sure them bum ass Steelers didn't make playoffs.
Now we bums. That's crazy. We'll let DL wait until we'll save the Patriot topic for when DL comes. But let's go ahead to the Ravens topic. So Ravens fall short to the Bengals in the rematch, which I don't think it was really taken seriously.
No,
in my opinion. So, how do we feel about this matchup? Obviously, because that's the matchup that's going to happen. And I guess we kind of say for the bracket, but the biggest question is Lamar going to be ready for the playoffs? I read some things. It looks like some doctors think that he might not be ready. John Harbaugh says he's going to be ready. It's really just an uncertainty if he's going to be good to go.
John Harbaugh talked about it today. He said it's funny, like you can't predict when like somebody comes back from injury because it's his body, everybody's bodies heal differently. But what he said is Lamar apparently is determined to play this weekend. Like he is doing everything in his body to play this weekend. But at the end of the day, if his knee is still not 100%, it's swollen, I don't think he's going to play or they're not going to put him out there.
So just say right now, do you think he's going to play this weekend?
I think he is going to play. But the fact that Huntley got inactive this past weekend shows you that they don't even know if you're going to have Lamar. That's why Huntley didn't play because they didn't want to get him hurt. You know what I mean? So
I think, and this goes, you're going to think I'm hating this, that, and the third. I think Lamar is like, if I'm not 100% healthy, I am not going to risk it.
You think that's what he's going to do or you think that's what he should do?
I think that's what he's thinking. Like he's like, I'm gonna try to get to 100%, but if by Thursday if I'm not 100%, then I feel like he's like, and I think there's people telling him like, yo, if you're not 100%, bro, don't go out there and play.
Did you just hear what I said, dog?
I heard everything you said.
Harbaugh talked to him and he said he wants to play. So if it's up to Lamar, you're saying I just said.
Say he's determined to play. What the fuck else is Harbaugh supposed to fucking say? What is Harbaugh supposed to say, bro? This is why I can never talk Lamar with you, bro. This is crazy, bro.
Stop talking over me.
No, because you said, did I hear what you said? You said he said Lamar is determined to play.
Stop talking over me.
You said Lamar is determined.
Stop talking over me.
I'm not talking over you.
Yes, you are.
I'm not talking over you. I wasn't done speaking. You interrupted me, so I'll finish my quote. Like I said,
your shit is wrong.
There's nothing. I didn't say anything. What did I say? How's my shit wrong?
Because you're putting out a false narrative when this dude literally said if it's up to him. What
false narrative?
Wayne, you said if it's up to him, if he's not 100%, he's not going to play. When he literally just said if he has a chance to play, he's going to fucking play. Like, what do you
did who said that?
Lamar. He said
no, he didn't. You said Harbaugh said Lamar said that. Lamar didn't say that. Lamar didn't say that.
Who is he talking to?
Lamar didn't say that. Well, if Lamar says that, don't say. All right, so how do we know what Lamar's thinking? We're speculating, right?
This is a
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
You're an idiot.
Tomlin said AB wanted to be back, and AB was like, trade me.
You're an idiot.
Tomlin said AB wanted to be back, and AB said, nah, trade me.
You're an idiot.
Like I said. Stop being emotional when it comes to Ravens talk.
You're an idiot.
Stop being emotional when it comes to Ravens talk. I literally said I didn't say that I didn't think, and I said and all I said was I think. I said I think in my mind Lamar is like, because there's rumors that's been coming out. There has been rumors that coming out. Let me finish. Let me finish
every day.
Let me finish. Let me finish, bro.
No, because you're pushing. Stop being
emotional. Stop being emotional.
Because I'm tired
Stop
of
being
emotional narratives that you're
Stop being emotional.
The whole media does it.
You do not play for the Ravens. Stop being emotional. All right. Stop being emotional.
Wayne, shut the fuck up.
Oh my. Yo, I can never finish my thought.
Hey,
Yo, Joey, go next. No, I'm good. Joey, you good.
No.
Joey, you can talk, bro.
You were a Steeler when they were going to make playoffs, right?
Joey could go. Joey go.
Oh my god.
Joey, you could go because I can't say anything. So you could go, Joe. You could go, bro.
Because you're wrong.
I can't say anything.
I try to tell you what they fucking reported on.
You can
on.
You can, Joey. You can go.
Speculations. Like,
you can go.
Right,
you can go.
right,
come on, dog.
Man. Listen,
you can go.
Man,
fucking speculations.
I think. I mean, obviously, there's nothing to say about that game. None of the starters. It's mostly starters didn't play. But going into the playoffs, I think that rematch. Lamar. I don't think Lamar's coming back. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't think if he's not cleared, because he's been sitting for a while. And I feel like if he wasn't cleared by today, which is Monday, to y'all will be Tuesday. But I don't think he's playing. So, and I think that's going to be a big L for Baltimore.
The shit that frustrates me, and I'm gonna say it lightly. The shit that frustrates me, Wayne, and everybody.
Bro, I'm not talking, bro. Just go.
So I'm gonna talk.
I'm not talking.
Welcome, DL. You just joined in on some funny stuff, man.
We all play fucking football, right? We played football, right? If your coach give it you or anybody, if you have the option to play or not, and you say, if I have the option to play, I'm going to play, and then you say a statement that if he's not 100%, he's not going to play. If he has the opportunity to play, all I'm saying is if he has the opportunity to play, he is going to play the game.
What if he will only play if it's 100%?
That's not what he's saying, though.
Bro, that's what Joey, what did I say? What is going on right now, bro? I said Lamar's like that. Like I said, if he goes out there on Thursday, he's like, yo, I'm not 100%. I'm not gonna risk it. Like me, I played in it was our last game. It was literally our last fucking game. Jody was like, yeah, you should be good to go. Nigga, I went out there and I felt myself. I'm like, nigga, I'm not good to go. I'm not playing this game because I'm going to further hurt myself. Yeah. You didn't let me get to finish my conversation. We're acting like this motherfucker don't want a long-term contract. We're acting like there's other things that doesn't play into effect of it. But when I say Lamar, you jump like I fucking beat you or something. Like I stole something from you. I didn't put out any false narratives. I just said,
yes, you were.
Lamar, you didn't get me to finish. You just started yelling at me.
Because you said
that's literally what happened.
Play and he's not 100%. He's not going to play.
He might not play. What is wrong with that?
Oh, you didn't say might. You said he's not.
I said that's what he's thinking. I said he might be thinking that. Joey, that man said he might be thinking if I'm not 100%.
Now it's thinking and maybe.
Yes. I asked him and he clarified it. He said,
and then you started yelling as soon as I said it again.
There was literally a fucking thing that came out on ESPN today about a conversation Lamar had with Hardball.
If Lamar ain't saying, then I don't trust anything coaches say. That's just me personally.
Conversation.
This is me personally.
Oh
I don't trust.
That's why
I don't trust people.
Idiot. It's a
trust
conversation.
They said LeBron said something, and LeBron came out and say, "I ain't." LeBron said this. I give you an example of coaches saying a player said something and it happened.
If we have a conversation, I'm not telling you anything. That makes sense. That makes fucking sense.
That doesn't make any sense what you're saying, Chubbs. You're right.
I understand both.
Lamar talked to Hardball, but they didn't have a conversation. They conversated, but he didn't say that. What he said is what you're saying. What I've been saying, he talked to Hardball. What he said, you're like.
I said it didn't come out of Lamar's mouth. Same way when all the shit was being reported about Lamar and wanting to go and wanted to do this and that. He's like, well, Lamar ain't say it, so I ain't trusting it. So now when I use your logic, then all of a sudden it's fuck it, right?
All right, man. You got it.
All right, thank you. That's all I want to know.
You got it. You know it. You know so fucking much.
I didn't say I know anything, bro. I didn't say I know anything, bro. That's what you know. What for the remainder of this duration of this podcast, not this episode, this entire podcast, bro. I will never say anything about Lamar. I will never say anything about. I will just be a host when the Ravens topics come up. Because quite simply, I can't say a single thing. Anytime I say anything Raven related, he wants to jump down my throat. Every single time, bro. So I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything, bro.
What was the question, though? If he can play, is he going to play? That was the question, though, right? And I said what?
I said, do you think Lamar's going to play? And what you said,
if he can play,
he can play again.
Yes.
So that wasn't the question. So, again, the question was, do you think Lamar will play? You said, I think if he can play, he will play. And my question was, I think if he's not 100%, he's like, I don't know if I'm going to play. And then you said, why would he? He talked to Harbaugh. That's when.
If he's 89, 90%, you're saying he's not playing.
I think if he's 80%, he's not playing. And that would be a smart thing to do, not to run out there 80% when you guys aren't fucking winning the Super Bowl, which you said your fucking self.
We're not winning the Super Bowl, but we're winning this weekend.
Doubt it. We can get into it later. We'll get into it later.
Let me ask you this, Chubbs, though. If your quarterback's not 100%, you want him to come back next season. Y'all know y'all not winning the Super Bowl. Do you want him to come back?
The reason I'll say yes, and just before you jump down,
I'm not saying nothing.
The Ravens defense has played very, very, very good since Roquan and this back half of the season. With Lamar, yes or no, do they get a better chance at winning football games with him playing?
Do you think they're going to the Super Bowl?
With that defense, with Lamar Jackson being who he is, they could. Because I'm not going to rule out anything. Because
yes, Joe.
Bengals went to the Super Bowl.
He's running around the bush. He doesn't want to be held to it.
So, yeah.
He thinks the Ravens can win the Super Bowl.
Is it possible? Yes, it's possible.
That's fine. We just want you to say it because you kept saying no, and then you're trying to run around the bush when he asked you the question and answer it straight up. Yeah. Stand on it.
It's possible, yes. I think they can do it because of the defense playing very well and keeping them in the games. They have been.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. For my logic, I would.
The reason why they came back this weekend almost
because I know we're not winning a championship. So I'm just like, you must think y'all gonna win a championship for him to come, for you or him to come back. So
I mean, we have a way better chance, and I think that's a very factual statement.
You do that, of course. Lamar on the field, you guys have a way better chance.
But
does it make a difference?
And the reason why, and listen, the reason why I'm so down on the Bengals is because they only beat a team that was sitting majority of their starters. They only had a few really real starters out there this weekend. They only beat them by 11. And the only reason why they beat us is because we had a third-string quarterback that committed the ball over 4 times.
Because the defense is good.
No. Did you watch a game? These weren't even these were terrible throws. It wasn't even the defense. Like, the strip sack was the defense. They got bet by Ronnie Stanley, and that's on Greg Roman because he should have ran the ball into the halftime and not been in a situation where he got strip sacked at the 1 and the team lands on the ball in the end zone. Should never been that. But we wanted to drop back with a third-string quarterback for God knows what reason. But another thing, no JK, no Mark, no Lamar, no Huntley, no MP, barely any Calais. Calais was on a snap count because he just came back. And we had a 5th-string corner out there this weekend. And we only lost by 11 points. And we really could have won that game.
Yeah.
Wayne, if you watch the game, you know that the Bengals could have lost that game. And it came down to the fucking wire, damn near. Only need one thing to go right. If Sammy Watkins does not fumble that football,
who are y'all getting back next week?
Game.
Who y'all getting back next week?
Everybody. JK is gonna play. Gus Gus got concussed second play in the game, so he was out the whole game. Gus is coming back. MP's coming back. Calais coming back. Huntley's definitely gonna be playing if Lamar's not playing. But literally everybody's coming back. Our right guard wasn't playing. Guard's coming back too. Like everybody's gonna be healthy. And then flip side of it, the Bengals had big injuries this game. They just lost one of their biggest linemen. They don't even know if he's playing this weekend. And they already are without La'el Collins. And I think they lost somebody else. I don't know what his name is, but they lost another player. They lost 2 big key names. And I think Boyd got concussed. So he has to go through concussion protocols. So there's a bunch of shit that happened to that team. That's what I'm saying. This game this weekend, I don't know why we're calling it a wash when it really is not that much of a wash.
If Lamar don't play, it's a wash.
I mean, I can't really say that because everybody here, the Bengals wanted to win that game. They tried their hard to blow the Ravens the fuck out. And they were in the beginning of the game. And then Ravens tightened the fuck up.
I mean,
the defense was really having their offense was really having a hard time against their defense.
It's not about how much you lose by. It's about if you lost or you won. They won the game, y'all lost. That's what it's going to come down to, man. Y'all might have a close game, but y'all still might lose.
Anything's possible. I know that.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
That's what I try to say. Like, it's not far off. Like, the one day I said any given Sunday, somebody got on my ass for saying that.
Bro, I just watch the highlights of the game. Just to watch
every weekend is every
just to watch the highlights of the game. I just want y'all to know I'm not going to go any further, but Chubbs is lying. But you guys can continue the conversation.
What am I lying about?
Continue the conversation.
No. What am I lying about?
You guys can continue the conversation, bro.
So you're not going to do this little shit right now and say some shit and then be quiet.
You continue the conversation.
Okay. Then we can skip this conversation because you're going to be a little petty little bitch. So.
Continue the conversation, man.
Playroom. Ding ding ding.
Oh, we were waiting for DL for the Patriots.
Sure, I want to know what I said wrong because.
The Bengals were comfortably leading this game the entire time. This game was not a dogfight. It wasn't down to the wire. Chubbs is lying to the people of House Divided Sports.
So time out. Question. Everybody, House Divided. I got a question for Wayne. Wayne, did you watch the football game?
No, you didn't either because you read the Maryland basketball game. So stop lying.
And guess what?
So look at this. Look at this. He's lying. And time out. Let me go to the. Let me go. Time out. Let me finish. This is the same guy who texts us. I'm glad I don't have to watch the game because I'm at the Maryland game. That's what he texted in the House of Divided Sports group chat.
He definitely did text.
He texted us that. The Bengals were up 27-10 in the third quarter. The Ravens didn't get the game to 16-20. Let me tell you what time they got it to. It was 12 minutes, right? Where it was 16-27.
Coming down here.
16-27.
I'm about to say this little motherfucker so bad.
16-27, right?
Oh my god!
It was 16-27.
I got something for you.
It was 16-27. The Bengals were comfortable. 27-16. 27-16. 27-16, 27-16. Like they were very. They had a
Wayne,
comfortable.
Stop talking with your loud voice.
All right, tell your dad to talk.
Mr. Zawitoski, was I watching the game during the Maryland game?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So was I.
We both were.
You guys were watching it.
So you knew so much that I was watching the game. You didn't watch the game, so how can you comment on it?
But I can comment on it being
I
a.
got
So
wait,
you're box score watching.
I'm actually watching
Your box score
highlights.
watching.
I'm not watching the box score. I'm watching the points
Your box
where
score
at no point where it was a single digit game. And no point where you guys were within a touchdown in the second half. So again, how was it a dogfight?
Because we were down 11.
And remained that.
Stop talking. Stop talking.
And remained that.
Stop talking.
And remained that.
Hey, yo, bro,
never got in field goal range again.
Stop him recording.
But he can go. He can be mad. I love when people get mad when I like explaining it properly.
Oh my god!
Again, House Divided fans. They were never in field goal range after it being 16-27. Again, for the remainder of the game. But again, it was a dogfight. All right, man. Let's talk about the Patriots, fellas. What is your thoughts on your season? What do you think?
Get rid of the whole offense. Start over on offense.
Recording in progress.
They were saying that this might be one of Bill's last year. Maybe the end of Bill's year.
Stay coming. He said he's coming one more year.
Oh yeah, I mean I don't see why he shouldn't. I think he did a lot with what we had this year. Our defense second in the league in turnovers, which is crazy. We had like 19 interceptions or something like that. And close to like 20-something turnovers overall as a defense. But again, I think that game went left. It was, and I was watching the game. I was watching the whole game when Matt Jones threw that pick, that first pick he threw, that jump ball to Devontae Parker. That's when the game went left. Even though we got the ball back, on that punt, the next series, we got 3 points instead of 21. I mean, we got 3 points instead of a touchdown, which would have put us up 21-14. Instead, we went up 17-14. And that was a pivotal point of the game. Being in the red zone, moving the ball, using up all that clock, and then for him to throw that bad pass, which is a jump ball.
He gave a receiver a chance, though.
He gave a receiver a chance. That receiver was, go ahead, Wayne, what's the analytics?
He had 2 touchdowns.
What's the analytics?
The worst,
less than
20%.
Less than 20%.
Separation.
Yeah, less than 20%.
And granted, like he was playing pretty decent before he started going downhill. But again, I mean, I blame Mac Jones, bro, and that's.
He was playing well until you start talking trash about him, bro.
You got to believe in your quarterbacks, bro.
I'm not hearing that, bro. I'm not believing in Mac Jones, bro, and Jacoby Myers and freaking Devontae Parker.
That's the organization's fault for giving him those weapons.
It's not the organization's fault. It's it's his fault for not being the standout quarterback that he could have been.
He was an all-pro quarterback last year.
By default, bro.
Ah!
By default.
Y'all went to the playoffs last year with him.
We went to the playoffs, but we also lost y'all twice.
Yes.
This is our first season in which we didn't get 10+ wins in a while. And again, I mean, I'm not. If we're being real, my real analysis behind it, our offense is trash. But you know who gets the blame for that?
Matt Patricia.
No, the quarterback. Because Matt Patricia's a good coach. Matt Patricia's he's been with us for years, bro.
Matt Patricia is not a good coach. We saw him in Detroit, bro. Stop.
He's not a good head coach. He's a good coach. He was the defensive coordinator for us for years.
And now y'all got him calling offensive plays. That's bad.
We don't have an identity, bro. Like, we don't have an identity. As far as, like, we have a good run game, but if you stop that, which honestly,
y'all identity is running the ball.
But and again, like they weren't stopping the run. But it's just like some of the play calls and some of the decision making on, certain parts of the game was just solely on Mac Jones, bro. Like I don't know, he ended up with 3 picks. You can probably blame that last one on
He trying to make plays, man.
Damian Harris, but no, it was actually a bad throw. I just, we gave up 2 special teams kick returns.
That's not on Mac Jones.
It's not on Mac Jones.
Yeah.
But you also got to score points, bro.
He scored.
Every opportunity you get.
He did.
You can't score. That's unrealistic. That's an unrealistic expectation.
In a win or go home. Go
so
home.
he got scoring every possession.
I didn't say that.
You said that's every opportunity you get.
That would have helped this game, bro, because he ain't been scoring at all in the past weeks.
What did he try? He dropped like what, 28?
Huh?
He dropped like what, 28 points?
He dropped 23.
23. Okay. 23.
With y'all defense, y'all should be.
Our defense was on the field, bro. Our defense was on the field for a big part of that game, bro. It was a 7-minute drive.
So I do want to
who
say
fault that is?
The Bills do that shit a lot, though. The Bills keep defenses on the field for a long time, man. So like and they run like short plays. They kind of just run the clock, and that's kind of how they've been playing towards the end of the season. So
we also had 2. I mean, we had 2 turnovers. Defense had 2 turnovers in which we caused. And then the plays in which we gave up, they were just big plays. The 2 bombs, one to Stephon Diggs and the other one to who was it? That rookie receiver that the Bills got. So I mean, I think overall our defense did good. They did enough to win. They kept us in the game all game. It was just at crucial points. I feel like Mac Jones didn't make plays when he should have.
But Mac Jones is not the reason y'all lost the game.
I know you didn't call John Brown a rookie receiver, bro.
It was John Brown. No, I thought he ain't been playing for them.
Yeah, Mac Jones is not the reason y'all lost that game.
I didn't say.
Special teams are the reason you lost the game.
You blaming him for the season though. That's unfair though.
How's that unfair, bro?
he didn't play all the games. First of all,
You didn't play hella games.
And in the games that he didn't play, we went 2-2.
So that mean he went 7-6. That's better than 500.
That's bad for Mac Jones being an all-pro quarterback.
I don't know about an all-pro, but he's a good quarterback.
that's what he was last year.
He's never been all pro. He's a
Pro Bowler. That's fine.
He got an alternate. Tyler Huntley's an alternate. Like what?
Mac Jones is a top.
That's not the same alternate, bro.
Mac Jones is a top what quarterback?
He got
in the
votes,
league?
dude.
Mac Jones is a top what quarterback in the league? Please answer that question.
15.
Okay.
In the top
Maybe
half,
17.
I guess.
Nah, y'all
probably
wildin'.
16.
Wow, that's just top 15.
He not in the top half.
Wait, top 15?
No.
Top 16.
Top 16? All right, let me name quarterbacks better than Mac Jones.
Top
Please
16.
Please.
Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen. All right, let me just go in his division. Tua better than him. Josh Allen better than him. Burrell better than him.
He not 16.
Why are you taking so long, bro?
I'm going through each. I'm going through each division. Smooth. I'm going through each division and thinking about it.
He like 25, bro. There's so many people better than him.
I can name backups who are better than him.
I'm sorry, bro.
No, there's no backups.
You don't even got to do this. You don't even got to do this, bro.
There's no backups better.
Thank you. So again,
This is right.
Mac Jones is not a top anything quarterback in my opinion, and playing with that offense is not a good mix for a win. So
Recording stopped.
For y'all to sit up here and say that he's not a part of the reason why we lost is mind blowing. But continue. It's okay. Scrap the whole offense. Start fresh next year. See if we can get some. And I was saying we need to do something with him right now while his value's still high, because if we don't, he ain't gonna
His value ain't high no more, bro. Ain't no value. And y'all stuck with him forever.
Recording in progress.
You don't think y'all stuck with him? Y'all chose him. Y'all chose him over Cam.
Bro, Bill get rid of him if you want to.
He got to perform. First of all, I think it's unfair to put that on Mac Jones when his best receivers was Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers is a number 2 or number 3 on many teams in the NFL. A lot of teams in the NFL, he's a number 3 receiver.
Yeah.
That's your best passing weapon, unless you're throwing the ball to Ramondre Stevenson or Damian Harris out the backfield. Hunter Henry, what he did last year, that's gone. Jonnu Smith has been a horrible signing.
They don't use him.
I mean, yeah, that's why he's been a horrible signing. They don't use him. They didn't use him last year. They made him block. That's what they're using him for. And then Devontae Parker, he had a good game, but at the end of the day, he's not the Devontae Parker his beginning years with the Dolphins. And unfortunately, you guys suck at drafting wide receivers. So there's really I don't know how you guys get better. But you need to get weapons.
See, this is my issue with y'all, bro, because y'all keep saying that. It was never an issue until Mac Jones came into the picture.
Brady left because y'all didn't have weapons.
Last year, we had more weapons than we had this year.
Yeah, that's why you guys were better.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that we don't draft well or we don't get.
Y'all don't draft weapons. Y'all don't draft receivers.
That's the same thing. Don't draft well. Don't get big names. Same.
Well, I didn't say y'all don't draft well. I said y'all don't draft receivers well.
We've never had big playmakers, big names on our team, bro. That's what I'm getting at.
Bro, we're not doing this again, bro. We're not doing this again,
bro. Who is Gronk? Like
that's what I'm saying, bro. The guy you called the greatest tight end of all time he was drafted by you guys.
Yeah, you guys had Gronk in entire time, man.
Y'all drafted Edelman too, right?
Those guys were not good until they start playing with us.
We're not doing that with Gronk, bro. We're not.
Who did Gronk played for? Wait, hold on. Stop. Gronk was lit before he came there. I just want you to know. Before Gronk got drafted, he was lit. So I don't know what you're saying.
Where did Gronk go to school, bro?
Arizona, bro. Put some respect.
Like what are you talking about?
I didn't know that.
Yes, we did, bro.
What are you talking about?
Even Tom Brady, bro. Who was Tom Brady before he started making a name for himself with the Patriots, bro? All I'm saying is,
so the system is failing you. It's not Mac Jones. It's a system failing.
It's 1 year that we're going off of, and even still, we were a pick away from making the playoffs again.
So why are you being so harsh on Mac?
Because he's been trash for the past 2 years.
He wasn't trash last year, Dio. Stop it, please.
He took y'all to the playoffs.
He took us to the playoffs,
Gronk
bro.
played 2 years in college and got drafted.
All right. So
pretty
I
impressive.
keep going back to this. So we beat the Bills last year because of Mac Jones throwing the ball 3 times. We beat the Bills.
Y'all only played the Bills twice, bro. What about the other games y'all won?
Yeah.
All right. First, keep on talking because let me look up Mac Jones' stats, bro.
47
Because
receptions.
we just already agreed that
110
Mac Jones
games,
isn't top
672 yards, 14.3 yards per catch.
No big guys. No big guys.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what is he talking about, man? He be disrespecting the players.
Y'all have players, man. That's why.
What are your expectations for next year, Dio?
He had a 22 to a 13 interception to touchdown.
It's not that bad.
That is terrible.
That's not.
That's a 2-to-1 ratio, Dwayne. It's more than 2-to-1. What are you talking about? That's terrible. This year, I mean, he was hurt. Didn't have over 3,000 yards.
Bro, that's wild. You said
14
Gronk.
to 11 touchdown to interception ratio.
Gronk had
That's
10
good.
touchdowns.
He has Matt Patricia calling his plays. The guy you keep trying to lie and say is a good coach. It's the play calling. It's the lack of weapons. Stop it. Same thing happened with Josh Allen. I'm not calling him Josh Allen. But, you know what I'm saying? You see what happened with Tua. We said Tua was dog shit. Then he got some weapons. And what happened? Look better.
Yeah. You can't do nothing if you have no weapons, man. Wayne is bashing Aaron Rodgers. He has no weapons.
No, Aaron Rodgers is ass.
Aaron Rodgers suck, bro. That's all I want y'all to take from this. Mac Jones is trash, bro.
All right, man. Let's get
believe you a quarterback.
Let's get into this, man. Top 5 coach of all time. It's like, no. Mike Tomlin and Pittsburgh Steelers. You know, we won our game, and honestly, Joe Flacco couldn't do it for us. He couldn't get the upset win, so we're not making the playoffs. But Tomlin does prevent another losing season, and we just missed the playoffs, and now we have the 17th pick in the draft, the 32nd pick, and the 48th pick. Feeling real good about this. I'm just going to go into me. How do I feel about the season? I feel very optimistic going into the next season. To start 2-6, to finish 9-8, you know, knowing that, we lost some games we should have won. There's at least the Patriots game, the Jets game, the Ravens game. Those are games that we've looked back. We should have won those games and we didn't. And to know that, we could have won those games and those are games made a difference. But we also, we had some QB controversy going into the season. And now that's up for resolved. I'm going to say this. I was wrong about Kenny Pickett. He's a baller. He is a baller. 2 gloves has 2 glove magic. That dime he threw to Connor Hayward yesterday, I was like, all right, he's him. He is Himothy. He has the poise. He has the pizzazz. He has everything. He's a leader of men. He is the guy that I am proud to say is leading my franchise for the next 10 years because he's old as shit, so I can't say 15. I'm happy about that. Got to make some moves going into the offseason. Obviously, we're going to need to replace Devin Bush because I don't think he'll be back. Edmonds and Kazi wants to both be here. I like how they both played together. When we had the 3 safeties out there with Minka, it was really good for us. And the way their defense improved. And Najee, and I'm just going to say this to all the TikTokers, YouTubers, tweeters. You guys after the Eagles game told me that Najee was a bust. That this was a bust. It was a worst pick ever. And I'm going to call some of you guys out. Theo Ash, Football AZ, Pick a Side Podcast. You guys said that he was a bust. I have it word for word. And what he did to end the season was great. I'm expecting us to be good, even if Matt Canada comes back. I want to see us next year use Deontay Johnson more in the slot because now we have a big play outside receiver. Stop using George Pickens in the slot. Use Deontay in the slot. He'll be very versatile. You can do a lot of things with him there. So, feeling good about what's going to happen next season. Feeling good about our draft picks. And I usually would be sad we didn't make the playoffs. I didn't want us to make playoffs. Honestly, I'm actually mad we actually ended the season pretty fucking well because I wanted us to get a higher draft pick. But, hey, 3 picks in the top 50, that's 3 difference makers we can get. So I'm happy about that. So I'll let whoever wants to go next talk about the Steelers.
Yeah, you guys typically draft well. So it's kind of scary you guys got 3 picks right there. I don't like it. But I would say I was also wrong about Kenny. I didn't think Kenny was gonna ball like this. So he definitely proved something wrong. Now I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna be like, yo, he's gonna be the future in the NFL, top 5 in the future. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's too early for the talk. Let him get to the top half of the league first, and then we get his talk.
We'll see. Well, they have him ranked in the top half right now.
Yeah,
based off the NFL. They got him ranked like top half right now.
I would say he's in the 16 to 18th range.
Yeah, they got him
higher than Mac Jones, right?
I think they got him Mac Jones is like 23rd, bro. He's bad.
Thank you.
It's bad.
I said he had a bad year. I didn't say.
You've been in the league for 2 years.
Kenny, they got Kenny at 15, man. They got Kenny at 15.
In the top half. So all right, get to the top 10.
So they got him there. So I think he can definitely improve. I think he could be a really good guy for you guys. But speaking of your team, I think if Matt Canada comes back, you guys are going to do the same thing. You guys are going to do the same thing. I don't think he's going to leave. I just think he just got to change some things up, bro. I think maybe you guys got to get another piece at receiver, possibly. And that would probably help. That'll probably help you guys. Maybe like a third guy, because you got Pickens, you got Deontay. I think this is crazy. This is crazy for me to say. If the Steelers, even with the picks y'all have, you guys can possibly get a receiver. Yeah, that's cool. But you guys definitely need somebody else on defense. I think with the way you guys draft, you can trade Deontay. and get something very nice for him, nice draft capital, and probably some other pieces here or there, and I think that would be good for the future. For you guys, because I know he still has. Did he? I mean, he got paid already.
He got paid, yeah.
You're right, but I think you guys can. I mean, keeping him obviously is good, but I think if you guys do trade him, just because how Pickens is looking and just how the receivers coming in the draft, I think Pickens can be your number one, and I think there's some good receivers coming out in the draft that can play in the slot for you guys.
To rebuttal that really quickly, and I'm not calling him Juju, but I think. And George Pickens did play really well. It's good. But I also think a lot of people are being fooled by the fact that he was going against number 2 corners all season. The best corners for every other team was guarding Deontay. And he saw a lot of double coverage, like higher than league average as well, like getting double teamed. So I understand he didn't score a touchdown this season. He was on some Kenny Golladay shit. But they got to realize, like, it's different going against the number 1. It's different going against Sauce Gardner versus DJ Reed.
Right.
It's
but
different.
Also, yeah. But you also got to think. Like, I do think Deontay's like lit. I think he's actually a really great receiver.
I think they I think they misused him. Once we got rid of Claypool, they should have put him in the slot, but they didn't do that.
But that's what I'm saying. I think if Matt Canada stays there, you get rid of him because I think he would be better somewhere else. I don't think the system you guys have for him is going to work for whatever Matt Canada wants to run. So I think they should get rid of him, get something else that probably work in that system for them. Because I think every NFL team is all about system, bro. Because if you fit in the system, if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, then we got to get you somewhere else. I don't think Deontay should be there, honestly, especially with that. And unless you guys get rid of Matt Canada to get somebody better, then that's what I think – the Steelers should do. But I think the future is bright for y'all, though. I think y'all got a really good team.
Yeah, I don't think there's any reason why y'all should. I don't even think y'all need a draft pick. I mean, obviously draft picks will help y'all, but y'all, besides your, if you're alluding to y'all coordinator, your offensive coordinator, maybe he was a part of the problem. I do think Najee is overrated. I don't think he's a bust, but I do think he's overrated in comparison to what – don't roll your eyes, bro. In comparison to what he – I don't know. I'm just going off of Alabama, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
nigga, he's not running behind Alabama offensive linemen.
But your offensive line isn't trash either.
They're not good.
They're not trash.
You ain't good. Yeah. They barely average.
I think it really took y'all a while to find y'all niche as far as your offense. From having quarterback swaps throughout the year. Because y'all got a number 1 receiver in Deontay, y'all got George Pickens, y'all got a good tight end. So I think those are your 3 options right there in the passing game. Y'all even have a good backup running back. So I just feel like if y'all would have played Kenny Pickett all season, y'all probably would have had a better turnout than what y'all did. But a big part is what you were saying all year as far as Matt Canada being offensive coordinator, not knowing how to use his weapons to the best of his ability. Because I really do think Najee Harris should have more than 1,000 yards. You know what I'm saying?
He also was hurt.
That's what I was saying. He missed games.
Did he though?
He did.
He missed games, right? Did he, though?
How many games he missed? He missed?
Like 2 or 3, probably, something like that.
I mean, still, he barely cracked 1,000, bro. He barely cracked 1,000.
You got to remember, he got hurt in the offseason, so he was coming to the season hurt.
Even last year, though, he had a lot of carries, bro.
And a lot of our O-line
he performed.
O-line was ass last year, bro. We had a whole entire new O-line, so they had to get together. They build that chemistry and everything.
I just think he should be more of a downhill runner than what he is, bro. I think he's trying to run too much like Le'Veon. He's like a fake Le'Veon.
Ain't shit to run downhill.
East and West.
I think any running back that plays for Steelers now is going to be that type of running back. Like Le'Veon Bell running back. Kind of patient. You kind of need him to do both. He needs to catch the ball. He needs to run. He got a mean
Yeah,
step
but
on.
Le'Veon
I think
has
that's the
that.
type of Steelers running back.
Le'Veon had the
drafted
finesse to
him.
do that. Najee, he's not. He's a downhill runner, bro. Like,
Well, you don't think? Yo, you sleep on Najee, bro.
I don't think he's trash. I really
bro.
think he's just like he fell off from Alabama, and
He
I don't
fell
know.
off.
Yeah, this is his second year in the league, and he's back to
Yo,
back 1,000 yards.
how did he fall off?
Well, behind it, you keep saying they're not bad. That offensive line is fucking bad, DL.
Offensive line is pretty bad, and he came in for 2 years and still rushed for over 2,000 in 2 years.
400 carries last year, and this year, yeah, with 3.8 yards.
No, he was playing with Ben. He was playing with Ben that wasn't throwing the ball that far, and then he was playing with quarterbacks that he was having a quarterback battle. He's playing with 3 different quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So
I mean, again, it does
hard.
go into the play calling. I mean, I do think, if he were to get, the play calling could be different, and that would definitely help. But I just, again, I'm not going to sit up here and say he's a bust, but I just expected a little bit more from Najee. So maybe we'll see in his third year. But I do think that y'all got all the tools to be the top 2 in y'all division, if not the best in y'all division. Draft picks will definitely help.
Yeah, I think we need some help in the secondary, as always. Seems to be a theme, and I do also think we need some inside linebacker help as well.
So you trying to get rid of Edmonds?
No, we need corner help.
Corner.
Yeah. Edmonds and Kazi played pretty well together with Mika back there. That big nickel lineup. Kyle Hamilton lineup was really good.
I almost lost.
To whom?
It was 2014 at one point. Sean was just slumming.
Yeah, he was slumming. He played honestly played really bad.
I think this year wasn't fair for Deshaun.
He never found his money. He should have just sat out the whole year for real.
That's what I would.
No, it was better for him to come in here and slum it up so that he can know what it feels like to play football. Because there have been like 3 years with no football. That's crazy.
Yeah, that would have been crazy, but I think
His prime is done.
That's fair.
You said what?
Stop hating.
You said what?
His prime is past him.
That's gonna be crazy when he comes and slays the league, man.
You said that. You said that this year.
He came late. He came late.
Week 11.
Yeah, like this team would have by that chance he would have to be doing miracles for this team to go to the playoffs.
He still got a good little offense though. He should have been slumming that bad.
Nah, he was bad. His footwork was bad. Everything about him was bad. We'll see how he does
For sure.
next year. Let's go ahead and talk about the playoffs. The Green Bay Packers fall short. We had some shoving and some pushings that resulted in, some players being ejected and helping the Lions out. The Lions say, if we can't get in, you ain't gonna get it. So, how do we feel about Aaron Rodgers this season? Jameson Williams asked if he could get a jersey. He said he's going to keep on to this one. There's speculation he might retire. How do you guys feel about Aaron Rodgers?
I feel like Aaron Rodgers is like the baby quarterback. He's always crying about. I feel like he's always just crying about something.
Say it with me. Overrated.
I don't think he's overrated.
Overrated.
I don't think he's overrated. I just think, man, him. Because how many times have you heard Aaron Rodgers might retire? He's always playing games like that, man. I just feel like he's just doing these just to mess around. It's just kind of getting annoying. But him losing that game, I can't say it's entirely on him, but at the same time, because he is a Hall of Fame quarterback. As a Hall of Fame quarterback, I expect him to win that game. I expect him to torch the Lions defense. He's supposed to kill them, but he didn't. And regardless of who he has on his team, I just think he should have just done better. And that's not what you expect from him. So disappointed. I wouldn't say he's overrated, but disappointed.
So why does Aaron Rodgers get a pass for not having any weapons?
Because he's Aaron Rodgers and not Mac Jones.
Because he's a Hall of Fame quarterback.
That's crazy.
I also don't think Aaron Rodgers lost his game for them.
It's
But
crazy.
didn't
he
help
also
win
didn't-
it.
But he also didn't win it. That's why.
But I'm saying, like, I know Jair, for the exception of Jair was really the main player on that defense. I was balling. Everybody else was just really there this year. Jamal Williams had a day. Even though Jamal Williams had a great year, but Jamal Williams had a day yesterday.
What was the score of that game?
It was close. It was close.
What was the score? Now I'm not talking
It was
about
20,
like
20, it was 20-16.
2016. That's a low scoring game.
It was. They was kicking field goals for the first half.
That's not, but I don't think that's ultimately on Aaron. Aaron did make good.
And he threw an interception
Pass. He made one bad
in crucial time.
And caused the
Mac
game.
Jones threw 3.
You got.
We're not comparing Mac Jones to Aaron Rodgers, bro. Stop
letting
it.
this go,
Mac
bro.
Jones
I
is
just
not
gotta
Aaron
cut y'all
but
logic,
also,
bro.
I mean, if we're talking about the season as I mean, we could talk about last night, but the season as a whole, I can't put it on Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers threw them less than 4,000 yards. That's bad Aaron Rodgers.
He also had a lot of drops the first half of the season.
He did, but at the end of the day, less than 3,700
He had
yards.
drops last night.
26 touchdowns, and
Bro,
he threw 12 interceptions. That's where it's bad Aaron Rodgers.
That's the most for Aaron Rodgers, man.
Right. But
Aaron Rodgers don't throw a lot of interceptions.
That's more interceptions than he had in the last 2 seasons.
Some of them are drop pass. I mean, at least 3 or 4 of them. 3 of them. I'll say 3 of them because I saw some were drop passes that ended up in the defense's hands. So like, he still got still got 8 or 9 that's accounted for him.
Those are here and there, but
still
bad.
But to
It's still
Aaron,
bad.
Let's talk about last night. And he threw one of these. I saw one of these passes. Typical Aaron Rodgers pass. He split through 2 defenders, and Dobbs just dropped the ball. Like when Dobbs probably would have had a 40-yard reception. That's all I'm saying. You can't put it all on him.
I'm not putting it all on him, but just when you're
overrated,
when you're a quarterback and the only thing you lost was Devontae Adams, like you have to, your defense.
The only
they lost.
Don't say that.
They lost
the
Valdez.
best receiver in the league.
He said only.
But you still got that excellent rushing attack though. Still got the excellent.
They weren't-
You know how many
they weren't
times
really
Aaron Jones
doing,
fumbled
like-
the ball?
Aaron
this year,
Jones
bro?
really wasn't Aaron Jones this year.
Yeah, I mean,
AJ Dillon dropped the wide open pass yesterday. That would have.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Like, come on, bro. Like, it's not. It's
And Tunney didn't even start playing like Tunney until that's the end of the year. Like,
I'm sorry, if the defense only give up 20 points, you're Aaron Rodgers, you should win the game.
that's wild.
they
damn.
also played against hot
That's pretty good, bro. I mean,
They were hot, Chubbs. They won the last 4 games. And their defense
Lions
was
good,
balling.
though. The Lions,
Nah,
was
but
good, though.
Lions-
The Lions
super
weren't
hot
hot, bro. They had 13 points until a nigga pushed somebody.
yeah.
Lions were super hot fire though.
Nah, bro.
It was a low scoring game, bro.
low scoring
Like,
game, bro.
You know how there's two
Aaron
flames,
Rodgers didn't throw more. You know
a
how
red
DL like to
flame
get
and a
on
blue
Tua?
flame?
DL like to get
Lions
on
were the blue
Tua.
flame.
DL like to get on Tua, bro. Aaron Rodgers ain't throw more than 1 touchdown in the last 5 weeks of the season. And in 3 of those games, he threw interceptions with it. So 1-to-1 ratio, he was throwing interceptions. That's bad, right, DL?
That's not as bad. That's not as bad when you got Tariq Hill and Jalen Waddle.
I ain't gonna hold you. Christian Watson better than any receiver on the Patriots.
Christian Watson was balling.
He didn't come on until week 10.
All right,
He was ball, but he had him in the game. What's the excuse? The game is you win the game, you go to the playoffs.
and he ain't show. He ain't show.
That's it.
The MVP
That's
of
it.
last season is overrated. That's the statement.
I
Yeah,
don't think he's overrated.
overrated. Back-to-back MVP, overrated.
Disappointing.
He's overrated, Joey. And I say he's overrated because how we view him in history. People have Aaron Rodgers in their top 5 quarterbacks of all time, which is why Aaron Rodgers is overrated. He's won 1 Super Bowl, and
But a lot of people have Dan Marino, right? And they say that no one calls him overrated.
he's overrated as well.
Oh, that's crazy, dog. It's fucking nuts.
What Herm Edwards say? You play the game to win the game, and they don't win. When it matters, they don't win.
This man went to 2 Super Bowls. He just lost them.
And now he just lost them.
Well, he got records though.
We don't talk about who's the quarterback that for the Bills that lost 4 straight Super Bowls. We don't talk about him.
Yeah, but he don't got records like Dan Marino, so you can't say that, man.
Jim
he don't
Kelly,
got
man.
records like
So
that.
he's just being Dak, essentially.
Jim Kelly get thrown.
Dak ain't getting records. That the way he's playing, he ain't getting no type of records. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't call him overrated. It's just
48 touchdowns and 5 interceptions.
Why are we talking about last year? We're talking about this year. Tell me what his pass is this year.
Last
had a
year,
disappointing
No, that
season.
was 2 years ago. Last year, 37.
I'm talking about this
That's
year.
overrated.
26 and 12.
40 and
26
7.
and
That's
7.
overrated. 30.
Yes, because
that's
so
overrated.
so he's
39 and 8. That's
talking about
45 and 6. That's over. That is wild.
So-
he has one bad season in which he
Disappointing
doesn't have
season.
a
That's it.
top anything receiver, and you're calling him overrated.
well, great quarterback to make their receivers. Clearly, he
Yeah,
cannot do
okay.
that.
So,
Mac Jones will never be great.
so. Now, just throwing this out there, right? Because I said this that Devontae Adams, I want to see Devontae Adams without Aaron Rodgers. I seen it without Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams ball. Now I'm watching Aaron Rodgers without Devontae Adams. He did not do so well, right? So,
That's year 1 though, bro. It's his first year without him.
I mean, Devontae Adams
Might be his last year without him.
Yeah, right. But think about this though, right? When Devontae Adams wasn't there, who was Aaron Rodgers' receivers? He had
Randall Cobb, bro.
He had some pretty good receivers.
He always had good receivers.
He had Jordy. He had Jordy. Now I'm not pushing the overrated narrative.
Push it.
I'm not
But
pushing it.
time out.
What I am
But
saying
what quarterback
is that
hasn't had good besides Tom Brady?
My point
Tom
is
Brady
saying,
has had
no,
good
stop
weapons,
it.
bro.
My point is saying every good,
saying
great Hall of Fame quarterback needs weapons. That's what I am saying. You need weapons. You need weapons to ball out. Like, and I think it's easy. Maybe it's probably easy. I wouldn't say it's easy for a receiver, but in his case, man, his guys didn't show up. His guys didn't show up, but at the same time, I do expect him to win. So like, he's not. I don't give him a pass, but I'm just like, I understand.
Y'all baby and Aaron Rodgers.
No one's baby.
Because you're going off of one like you're literally going off of one season which he lost his best.
I said it after the playoff game.
But also,
And that's when this narrative's been pushed.
But also, he has been losing playoff games, right? How you end the season as an MVP, best record, and you lose.
Don't win playoff games.
Yeah, he don't win playoff games. Like he doesn't. So like it
only
it
scored 3 points.
It has been an issue, but at the end of the day, he's still a top quarterback in the league. I can't call him overrated.
In history,
because
I'm talking about.
In history.
That's the point of this conversation. Don't take it where it doesn't need to go. All right, let's talk about playoff Geno. So Geno wins. Green Bay loses, so they're in the playoffs. And this question, he sets the record, franchise record, as being, I think it was passing yards in the season. So question is, were we fooled by Russ, or was Pete Carroll really the guy steering the engine?
Pete, bro. It's Pete. You got it. I already knew it was Pete when they created the Legend of Boom, LOB, them boys, the atmosphere he had on that team, the people, like just the players, just how they interacted with him, man. I can be like, man, it's Carroll, man. It's the system that he has, is what he got going on over there. I think he had a couple down years, and I think he had those down years because. And people like, yo, Russ is still balling. I'm like, nah, man, something wrong with Russ, man. He ain't. They still losing games. It's like, nah, it's not there for real. But I think he's still going to get a quarterback. I don't think he's going to keep Geno as his quarterback. But I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy for him because there was talks like Pete Carroll might be overrated, right? You know, because they were, had a couple bad years, but. He's back. And I think he just needs quarterback with that system because he got the receivers, he got the running back. O-line's not bad. Defense is looking good. They're getting better. They'll probably be better next year. So they're going to be competing next year. So they're in the playoffs, but they're going to be competing a lot more next year. So it's all about Pete, man. It's all about Pete. Same way, it's all about Tomlin. It's all about Bill. He's that type of coach.
Why you say it's not all about Harbaugh?
Because it ain't, bro.
Wow. Oh my God.
It ain't, bro. It ain't. Listen, man. Harbaugh has been I don't want to talk. I'm not going to talk to that. But like,
Stetson Bennett, future Patriot, 21-yard rushing touchdown.
the Harbaugh, he's been blessed.
Harbaugh
has been blessed to have the team he has, bro. Like the players that he was given, like he really had like Hall of Fame guys in his team. Like, and it was just like, so I don't, and but you know, crazy moments, playoff Joe Flacco, like, but and Lamar, generational player, I don't know, man. I think he'd get lucky in the situations, man.
You said Lamar's generational?
Yeah, I think he's a generational type of player. I think he's the type of player that he's going to.
That's not that far. That's not that wild to say, man.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that. I didn't say it.
I think
I just had to think. I think.
The reason why
I'm
I say
saying
that
he's the only one that broke that Mike Vick, even though Justin Fields is in the debate.
If we look back on it, Mike Vick was a generational player. We're like, damn, we'll never see this type of player again. Now we see Lamar. He's doing everything what he was doing, but more, but better,
running
right?
better, yeah,
and running better. I mean, throwing, we'll see.
It's not getting there yet, but he's not on Mike Vick's level with throwing.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like electrifying as the way he runs. And
right.
All right. So who's generational to you guys?
Generational is like, when I say generational is a person that you see and you be like, yo, it. Like we're like
Patty Mahomes generational.
If we're like 60 years old, we're like, yo, there still hasn't been a player like him.
Cam Newton was a generational player. Honestly,
Patty Mahomes for, you know what I mean?
Like,
not talking about running wise, but Patty Mahomes. We're talking about arm, pocket.
Yeah,
he's generational type of talent to me.
Yeah, facts.
That's different side of it, different type of player.
No, I agree. I'm just trying to figure out like who's like. I'm trying to think of.
I mean, Josh Allen has a generational type of arm.
Cam Newton was
nobody's throwing that ball
player.
90 yards.
Yeah, I think that's why I think because like I feel like generational is somebody who like we've never seen like, and I feel like the Vic and Lamar shit like I feel like that's not too far apart in my opinion. Like to me, I honestly don't think we'll see another Cam Newton like that. Like
they're comparing Richardson to Cam now.
You're right.
Who?
But
I don't think to be honest, I think we'll see another Mahomes really soon.
Anthony Richardson, yeah.
But see what I'm saying is that when we see those guys and we correlate those guys to those guys back then and they're better, we gotta say, all right, because back in those days they were generational. So in our generation, they will be generational in ours because you'd be like, yo, like in our time, we never seen a player like that.
I think in my opinion, the only generational player I think I can firmly say is generational is Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, we never seen anything like that.
And I don't think we'll ever see anything like that again, in my opinion. Like,
I mean, but you never know.
Never
know,
there could be
bro.
a freak
You never know.
athlete somewhere.
But we might not see it. But like, say our kids might see it. But we be like, man, we seen somebody like that. But to them, they're just a generational player because they never seen Calvin Johnson play.
But for our grandparents ain't seen no Calvin Johnson. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I guess.
Like Randy was generational. Like I wouldn't say T.O. was generational. I just think T.O. was good as fuck.
You know who was on the cusp of being that, but then he got hurt too much?
Who?
AJ Green. He had years he was snapping. Come on, you know that.
I couldn't say that because
he big body and he was getting up making big plays.
AJ Green.
Hey, there was a time, Chelsea. I said AJ Green was better than Julio.
He was beasting. Like
AJ Green and Julio was the same type of player, bro.
Yeah.
But
if Julio scored touchdowns, his name would be in that.
I can't say generation.
I would have said Avery and Troy Polamalu. That would have been a good comparison.
Sean Taylor was definitely generational.
Sean Taylor, that's generational.
Yeah.
So Sean Taylor, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson. Those to me are like generational players. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can see the Patty.
See more of that.
But when you see it with Lamar, you can't tell me there's no better running back. I'm sorry. There's no better quarterback that can run like that.
Nah, you're facts.
They say Justin Fields might be up there now.
Joe, you know this man had.
But I don't see him doing the spin move.
7 consecutive seasons of 1K.
You know what I'm saying? Huh?
I said AJ Green had 7 consecutive seasons of over 1,000 yards from the jump, like rookie year.
Yeah, but like we're talking about like play type. So at the same time, like that type.
Yeah, I could say Lamar. I think Lamar. I think Patty. Yeah, the way Patty But I feel like everybody does that side throw shit now.
You get more, bro. You get more of that.
I agree. I might even say Lamar's more generational than Patty.
I don't think there's gonna be a lot of people that can do what Lamar does, like in the future, bro. Because a lot of these guys are starting to get hurt, and some of them are starting to slow down. So we'll see.
Nah, that's one thing I credit to. He know how to get down.
Apparently not.
Hold on. He gets hit when he tries to pass the ball. That's what happens. He gets hit when he passes the ball. When he runs, he gets down.
So when he's supposed to do his job, he gets hurt.
Yeah.
It's like,
I guess.
All right, man. So the Texans win foolishly and potentially risk their way of getting Bryce Young. And the Bears obviously lose because they wanted to lose. And now they have the first round pick. So what do we think is going to happen with the first and second round pick of the draft?
I think the first round pick is going to get traded. It's going to get traded within the top 5 picks. They're going to get if somebody is really quarterback horny for a quarterback. Put it that way.
I'm thinking no.
Like Panthers could sell their soul to get Bryce Young. I'm talking about like
I don't see
Colts. I could definitely see that.
But
I
if
can see the Colts doing it.
If the Colts got the 4th pick, why they got to move up?
If they want Will Levis.
If they want Bryce.
If they want Bryce, yeah.
Because Bryce isn't going past the Texans. That's why.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And they can get Colts 4th round pick, like our fourth pick. And then you're like, hey, give me your 2nd round, give me your future pick for this quarterback.
Atlanta?
Possibly.
Hold on. Let me.
I think the Panthers though. I really think the Panthers would be the team to do it.
Yeah. So I feel like we talked about this.
Shit, the Titans, they need a quarterback. They don't believe in Malik.
Sad.
They might fuck with Dobbs.
Who they gonna sell?
It's a Tennessee man, bro.
They got picks, Joe.
The way I see it, I don't see any teams right now.
I'll tell you this: Texans won't do it
up.
because Texans are like, why would I trade with you if you're not going to pick him and I'm going to get him next? Unless they're like, if you don't trade us, we're trading him somewhere else. You know what I mean?
But like also, there's I think there's a lot of teams that need a quarterback that are in good positions. I don't think everybody's hungry to get Bryce. Really.
Yes, they are.
You think so?
The Colts are hungry for a quarterback.
The Raiders too.
But they're hungry for a quarterback. Why are they hungry for Bryce?
Hey,
right?
Listen,
that's the best quarterback.
It doesn't matter who it is. Whoever they say is the best quarterback in the draft is who teams are going to be hungry for. So they say Will Levis is going to be somebody say the Texans is going to get Will Levis. Somebody's going to trade to get Will Levis before them.
I'll let you know right now. If I have C.J. Stroud and Will Levis on the board, and Anthony Richardson, Will Levis is getting taken last.
I would agree with that. But people think Will Levis is the best thing. They think he's Josh Allen.
Just because his fucking hands are huge. That's the reason, right?
Why are everybody so obsessed with people's hands? This is weird.
They were talking about when he was not going to be maybe number 2 or 3. Like his hands are huge.
It's like he got tiny hands. This guy got big hands.
Hey,
we saw tiny hands don't mean anything. Got gloves that can help.
Right.
They said the same thing about Joe Burrow. They say he had tiny hands too.
So Kyler Murray got tiny hands too, but he sucks.
He's just tiny. They got the yellow.
I'm the same way, bro.
He is little. He 5'9".
He is little guy. He's a little guy.
Mm-hmm. I'm just not. I'm starting to not
talk
be
about
a
them
fan
yet?
of. I'm starting to not be a fan of Alabama offensive players anymore, bro.
Wait, what?
Shut up.
Overrated.
You mean the quarterbacks?
It's overrated. I gave you 2, Mac Jones and Najee Harris.
You're wild.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Hey, what?
So we're just gonna ignore Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith. Like, what are we talking about?
Minka Fitzpatrick,
Marlon Humphrey.
I said offensive players.
Maury Cooper. Like, what are we talking about?
What has Maury Cooper done for me lately?
Didn't
He's
Derrick
a
Henry
1,000-yard
come from
receiver
Alabama?
with Jacoby
Derrick
Brissett
Henry.
throwing the
Isn't
ball.
Derrick Henry from
Mark
Alabama?
Ingram.
Like, what?
Y'all know what I mean.
Your running back, Damian Harris?
2 seasons.
I
Yeah.
know what I mean. I know what I mean.
No, bro. We don't know what you mean.
We don't.
Just say Mac Jones. Stop throwing Najee Harris in your ass.
Mac Jones. What is this man's real name?
Boy, Tua and Jalen Hurts, man. Come
McDonald.
on, nah.
I don't think not even.
His name's probably Mac. His name's probably actually just Mac.
Mac and cheese. Macklemore.
All right, man. Let's talk about this. So, Cowboys lose. Philly wins. Dak looked terrible.
Michael.
What? Your name's Michael and they call you Mac?
Michael McCorkle. That's his real name.
What? Yeah, trade him.
Yeah. That's his name from now on.
And Michael McCorkle Jones.
Michael McCorkle Jones. Yes, that's his new name.
That's fire name. McCorkle's
It's the
fire.
whitest name I ever heard, bro.
That's
I knew
fire.
his name couldn't be Mac, bro. Like, no.
But listen. Cowboys lose. Dak looked terrible. I don't think that's the way you want your quarterback looking going into the postseason. Can the Cowboys still make a playoff run?
No.
Who they play first? They
Brady.
They're losing.
They played Brady.
Nah, they beating Brady.
They might be very. They're not going to. This team is losing. They're not going to Super Bowl.
They're beating Brady. They go to.
They're losing to 49ers.
They don't go to the NFC Championship. But they go to the second round. They beat Brady. See that happening.
Is that a disappointing season?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Every season for the Cowboys is a disappointing season.
They're just not better than the 49ers. And that's the only reason they're not better than the 49ers.
So is Dak going to outplay?
It's because of Dak.
Going to get outplayed by Purdy?
Yes.
Brock Purdy has outplayed every quarterback he's played against. He's definitely going to
Brock Purdy is going to lead. I'm.
We already said this. They're good.
They're the Super Bowl.
Yes, they're going to the Super Bowl.
I remember when I said when they were playing the Dolphins, the 49ers can go to the Super Bowl. I didn't think they were going to go to the Super Bowl with Brock Purdy. That's crazy.
DL, the 49ers are going to the Super Bowl with Brock Purdy.
Is that a question?
No, it's
a statement. It's a statement,
bro. They're playing too good, bro.
Brock Purdy's better than Mac Jones.
When are you gonna admit you're wrong about
the
Mr.
only
Purdy?
team that can beat them is the Eagles. That's how I see it.
And I don't even think they're going to.
Then that's why it's annoying because literally the only team that can beat the 49ers is the freaking Eagles, bro.
Yeah, right.
And that's gonna make me so mad because I already said I don't trust Minnesota. Dakota Prescott, no, they just lost to the
Dakota Ring.
That's crazy. The Giants. Why?
I'm glad they made it to the playoffs, though.
So all the other hope is the Eagles. Who else is in there?
Hey, bro, if Minnesota would have got that home,
The Giants.
they messed
I said
up the
Giants.
game.
Giants, Eagles, San Francisco, Dallas,
Vikings.
and there's one more.
Seahawks.
Seahawks. Yeah, I don't trust.
Seahawks.
Only team I trust to beat the 49ers right now is the Eagles, bro.
Yeah, it's
And it's not because of Brock Purdy, bro. It's just because as a
Earwolves.
collective team, the 49ers.
That's crazy. You
are good.
cannot downplay Brock Purdy.
So I think we kind of said this already, but if they find a way to get to the Super Bowl, what do you do with Jimmy Garoppolo? Obviously, he's gone. What do you do with Trey Lance?
All
I
right,
already told you. If he wins, if he goes to Super Bowl, he wins Super Bowl. If Trey Lance shits the bed week 1, week 2, he is getting pulled and traded. Telling you.
Listen, man.
Telling you. This is the second coming.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You cannot.
The second coming. I said
If the 49ers just even get to the Super Bowl and they come around and win it, but they just get to the Super Bowl, you have to trade either Brock Purdy or you have to trade either Trey Lance.
You can't trade Brock Purdy, bro.
Can we talk about this?
Can't. But you gotta
Brock
get.
Purdy?
What, is Garoppolo leaving?
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah,
he got Brock Purdy. He got Brock Purdy. 5 starts, and he has 1,300 yards, 13 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Bro, you can't get rid of Brock Purdy, bro. You cannot. If they go to NFC Championship, I'm not getting rid of Brock Purdy.
Why?
Why would I get rid of Brock
He
Purdy?
got
Bro,
the only way Brock Purdy stays is if they get to the Super Bowl because they went to
Can
NFC
I-
Championship last year with Jimmy G.
I'm telling you.
But they didn't go with Trey Lance.
He was hurt.
that
But Trey, how
but
many
you
times Trey
understand.
Lance gonna get hurt?
He got hurt one time, bro.
And he gone for the whole year. Come on, man.
I will say,
Next year, I gotta watch this guy grow up on the field because he couldn't play this season. I don't think I'm going to. You think he on the first time he gets to play his full season? You think he gonna take you to the Super Bowl?
They ain't think Brock Purdy was gonna do it.
Well,
Hey.
Brock Brady didn't play full season,
But-
right? He came in halfway through.
Here's a
Garoppolo
big-
helped him out.
here's a big tale. As long as they're winning and the team is behind him and the front office is behind him and the fan base is behind him, they will stick with him. This I don't know if you saw, it was Debo. Debo did some community thing, right? And all these little kids were like, "Can you call Brock? Can you call Brock? Can you call Brock?"
So then you gotta get rid of Trey Lance.
Yeah, they were all like talking up Brock Purdy.
No matter what, you have to get rid of one of them because the locker room is
Yeah.
going to be split.
You get rid of Trey Lance, you keep Jimmy
And
G.
Debo was
Brock
like, "What's up, bro?"
Purdy.
Like, Debo's
easy.
riding with Brock. Rock
Either
with
quarterback they give up, Dolphins need to pick up one because our backup.
You want Bradford? They what? You say your backup?
Our backups can't get it done.
Either quarterback they traded is not being a backup.
Who? What? Garoppolo or
If Trey Lance comes to the Dolphins, two
Garoppolo's
is
a
a
free
backup.
Well, hold on. Wait, listen. Just because I said backups, our backups can't get it done. That means we just gotta add more people to our quarterback room.
So
They
two
gotta
are
get-
gonna be a backup.
Tua might be. If Trey Lance come and he party balls, he might be. But I think if Garoppolo comes to Miami, then I think that.
You think Jimmy G gonna come to Miami to be a backup?
No, I said that would be bad for Tua if Jimmy G comes to Miami. That would be bad. I'm saying Dolphins should try.
I told you the only reason why Jimmy G going to Miami. Become a porn star.
Bang Bros.
I just don't understand why we so high on Trey Lance when he's done absolutely nothing. Like,
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
that's
DL. Is it Trey
Jen-
Lance? Is it Brock Purdy over Trey Lance?
yeah, 100%.
How can you say that? All right.
He said,
When
I'm
Trey
keeping
Lance,
Jimmy G. I'm
when
keeping
Trey
Jimmy
Lance,
G.
when Trey Lance wins MVP next year, we'll be talking and have a different conversation. So
But like
He
you
said
gotta
that
stick
already.
with
he
the.
got hurt. He got hurt.
Maybe you should say Trey Lance is going to have the worst year. Maybe he'll actually play a game.
Oh my
But you
God.
gotta stick to the devil that you know, bro. Like if Brock Purdy's balling and I'm
You
winning,
traded picks for Trey Lance to be the 3rd overall pick. You have to start him. That's an
You don't.
investment.
Trade him again.
You have
You
to
can
trade him.
trade him
That's what I'm saying. You
again.
trade him again, bro, and keep his value.
I hope they trade him and Brock Purdy shits the fucking bed. And now they're going to
But
be
then
a
they're gonna
problem.
have Jimmy G. That's what I'm
Good.
saying. You keep
I'm
Jimmy
with
G
it.
and you keep Brock Purdy, and then you find like the David Blau or something like that.
Oh, my. Hey, man, this is getting nasty. All right, let's talk about these coaching firings and then the weekend matchups. And then we have to get to the clip section. We'll talk about the Hall of Fame next episode. So Broncos fired Hackett. We already knew that. Frank Reich got fired. Texans fired Lovie Smith yesterday. And Kingsbury got fired. So I think we talked about the first two, but these most recent two, how do we feel about these most recent firings with Lovie Smith and Cliff Kingsbury?
I think Lovey literally got fired just because he won that last one.
I
I was like, bro, why did you win the game? I was like, no, you're fine.
I think Kingsbury was warranted. We kind of already talked about it throughout the season that he was on the hot seat. Like you put all these weapons around. I know Kyler got hurt, but not just this year. Years prior, you put all those weapons and got all those weapons offensively to surround around Kyler. You guys never really amounted to anything. I mean, he had one decent season, right? He had one.
Yeah, they started 7-0 and then shit the bed.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about Kingsbury. I thought he was going to be on his way out. I thought he was going back to college anyway. Lovey, I do believe it's unfair to fire these guys after 1 year. I know he's technically a year and a half, but this is his first full year being the coach. Side note, I don't think any African-American coach should ever try to coach Houston Texans.
Agreed. I totally agree with that. They did the same thing to David Culley, and they did the same now. And I think I said this last year when they hired Lovie Smith. I said he's just going to get fired Because the only reason why they hired him is because they knew the NFL was going to lose its shit if they would have gave Josh McCown that job, who they really wanted to give the job to.
I think they're going to get investigated.
If they don't get investigated, I'm writing a letter because Dolphins getting investigated all the damn time.
I'm gonna write you a letter.
Well, Goodell already said, like, in the league meetings that you guys need to give these guys more time. We're spending too much money on these coaching contracts.
Hey, shout out to Lovey for getting his bag, though, because I wouldn't even take another coaching job. I'd be like, all right, I'm going to chill, get paid.
He's going to go to college for a year.
Yeah,
and
probably.
just enjoy it. That's what he did last time.
Yeah, I just think, like, I agree with you. Like, no black coach should ever want to coach the Houston Texans. And honestly, no black player should want to play for the Houston Texans. I know NFL is a job and you got to get a job. End of the day, disrespectful. They're disrespectful.
Could you imagine? Let's just talk about it. An all-white team from Texas.
Sounds like high school.
Oh, my God.
But no, seriously, I think that's messed up what they did to Lovie Smith. I do think him winning a game kind of took effect, but I think it didn't matter anyway. I think they were going to fire
him
regardless. You put him in a situation to fail, and you say, build a culture, build a team, just make us look a little competitive. And they were competitive with a terrible roster. You had David Mills being your starter quarterback. Long neck Mills. There's nothing you can do about that. And then for Kingsbury, I never thought Kingsbury was a good coach. If you were in Texas Tech and you had Patrick Mahomes as your quarterback and you couldn't be competitive, then you're not a good coach. So.
All
right.
Side note, how do y'all feel about Sean Payton getting talked to by the owner to potentially be the coach for Denver?
I think Sean Payton's overrated, but
I think Sean Payton should, with the jobs available, he should go to Arizona.
I don't think him and Kyler will get along.
That's the best situation for him.
For Kyler or for
both, in my eyes.
I think DeAndre Hopkins might be out.
He's gone. They're trading him. They what's it called? Healthy scratched him the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think he's out.
I need to pick him up.
Ravens, sell your soul, please.
Yeah, y'all not. That's not in your DNA.
Sell your soul.
Not in your DNA. But I do think also Ron Rivera should get fired, in my opinion, as well.
He won't, though.
They're not going to fire Ron Rivera.
They're too busy trying to figure out if they're getting a new owner or not.
That's a fact. All right, man, let's get to these wild card matchups. So the first matchup, we got the 49ers versus Seattle. Who do you guys have?
I got Brock motherfucking Purdy.
Smooth?
Unfortunately, I have the 49ers.
I got the 49ers as well. See who Joe.
I'm guessing Joe probably would have had the 49ers as well.
Yeah, I'm guessing his computer probably died. Next, we got the Jags versus the Chargers.
Jacksonville, just based off of what I said, there's too many injuries that happened to that team this prior week when they really didn't need to be playing. Jacksonville's going to win this game.
I want to say Jacksonville, too. Just because they're low-key hot. And I don't trust the Chargers right now. So, yeah, I'm going to put Jacksonville. No, we're not hopping on the Trevor Lawrence train.
Oh, you already missed it in the first half of the process. I'm going with the team with a top 5 quarterback in the league.
Top 5 quarterback. Oh, man.
Top 5 QB. Jacksonville Jaguars. I like the way their defense played. And I also like the way that Trevor Lawrence and the crew is going to do. Like Chubb said, there's a lot of injuries due to the foolish coaching. And that's why I think the Jags are going to win this game. I think Doug Peterson is a good coach, Super Bowl winning coach. Got what he has. I think he has his team believing. They're playing really hot. And I had the Jaguars winning this game 24-13.
Are you saying Super Bowl winning coaches in like this year or because of?
He won with the Eagles. He was Super Bowl coach with the Eagles.
No, I didn't know if you meant that team or.
Oh, then now I win the Super Bowl this year.
I'm not about to say okay.
No, they're just going to win this game and then get their ass beat next game. Next, we have the Bills versus the Dolphins.
Bills, for all the reasons. I mean, it's just a smart pick, honestly.
We'll go Bills as well.
Typically in the playoffs, weather plays a factor in Buffalo. So you're laughing, but remember last year they had that snow that was like swirling winds, snow. So
Hey man.
it's possible.
Hey man.
You better not say the Dolphins, bro.
I seriously think the Dolphins could do some Bengals stuff this year.
Make a run.
I think they can make a run. I think their defense starts to click. A very tight game. And cold weather Tua proves me wrong. And wins a game-winning drive. And the Dolphins win 28-24. Vikings Giants.
I'm gonna go with the Giants. That's gonna be my first upset. I don't believe in the Vikings. I mean, they're so hit or miss depending on what week you catch them on and what side of the bed they wake up on. So like, I don't really trust them going into the playoffs. Danny Dimes, let's go, baby.
Vanilla Vic.
I think it's gonna be a real good game, honestly. But I'm gonna go with the safe pick. I'm gonna say the Vikings. I do think that this is the only game that the Vikings will win on the playoffs. I think after this is a wrap. I just don't trust the Giants. I mean, they've been playing pretty well, but there's no reason why the Vikings should win this game, honestly.
I am going to go with the Giants as well, Chubbs. Last time they played, it was a really close game. So I'm going with the Giants. I don't trust Kirk Cousins, and I do think they're just going to double team Jettas and say Jetta's not beating us today. The Vikings defense is not that good, and I think Saquon can have a day. So I am going with the Giants in a 20-16 win.
Wow.
Who are you going with, Joe?
I got the Vikings that game. I think the Vikings going to win that game. What other teams did you guys do already?
We did the 49ers versus Seattle. Who you got?
49ers.
Jags versus Chargers.
I ain't gonna lie, whatever you're on, bro, way better than I don't know what it is. Sounds
Cool.
way better.
It's just my phone. Jags and Chargers. I'm going with the Chargers.
Bills versus Dolphins.
Dolphins.
You're not the only one.
DL picked the Dolphins as well.
Dolphins haven't won a playoff game in 20 years. It's not going to end now. I'm stop now.
Bengals versus the Ravens. Chubbs.
I'm gonna go last.
All right, Smooth. He's gonna give the Ravens a speech.
I don't know, man.
Is your answer going to change?
I think this could be a pretty good game. They just played, so
tendencies, DL.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think this one comes down to the wire, but I'm gonna have to go with the Bengals. But if Lamar plays, I might have to go with an upset and pick the Ravens. So,
You want me to go? Okay. I'm going with the Bengals. If Lamar plays, I'm going with the Bengals.
You have the Bengals winning 28-17. Lamar Jackson, Samuel Jackson, Billie Jean Jackson, doesn't matter. The Bengals are the hardest team in football. And in my opinion, if the whole DeMar Hamlin situation didn't happen, they were going to beat the Bills as well. They're the hottest team in football. They're the scariest team in football, in my opinion. So I'm going with the Bengals.
Wayne thinks the Dolphins were the Bengals of this year's playoffs, but I honestly believe the Ravens are the Bengals of this year's playoffs, just because no one believes in this team. No one believes in them. And watch this. Greg Roman, he did this whole season on purpose, man. He's finally going to go in the vault, man. He's finally going to get in the vault. We gonna turn it around, man. We gonna win. We gonna win by 3 points. I don't know what the score is, but we gonna win by 3
Justin
points.
Tucker?
It'll be a very, very close game. Justin Tucker gonna take us to Kansas City just to get our ass whooped. So
Y'all lose by 14.
well, you already gave your opinion, so. So
Just everything.
I thought you were done. My bad.
Cowboys versus Bucks.
Cowboys.
It's gonna be one of the nastiest games of the weekend. But I'm gonna have to go with the GOAT. Tom Brady pulls this one out. I don't trust Dallas in the playoffs. Never have, never will. Dakota's not been playing well. I just don't think they have the. I don't know, man. I just don't trust the Cowboys for real.
I'm so mad the Cowboys are playing the Bucks.
Yeah.
I want to see Tom Brady fail.
Tom Brady gonna win it. Why y'all think he's gonna win?
But Dak Prescott is going to make sure Tom Brady prevails.
That's crazy, bro.
I have the Buccaneers winning this game.
Mike Evans. Y'all know Mike Evans now. I don't think Mike Evans playing.
Mike Evans, Sam Evans,
Bob Evans.
Bob Evans. It doesn't matter. As long as Dakota Rain Prescott is on the other side of the field, any other team has a chance.
did you
So-
just say his middle name, dog?
Yeah. He's out of here.
I got Tom Brady.
Dak is gonna make you guys eat all your words.
Nah, I'm dead.
He's gonna get his first. He's gonna get his first dub, first playoff dub.
That'll be his second. He got one already.
Oh, he does. He does.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get to it. The Mount Rushmores for the Steelers, Patriots, Ravens, and Dolphins. So I'm gonna start it off with the Steelers. I'll go last here. So, Chubbs.
Oh, is it me? Oh,
I'll go first. So I kind of had a hard time. I kind of wanted to give credit to the past and not just try to bring it to what I think, what I've witnessed. So I got a little bit of a mixture. I gotta put Terry Bradshaw as one of y'all's. He's one of the only quarterbacks to win four Super Bowls, and besides Tom Brady. Tom Brady had like 5, right? 5 or 6. But Terry Bradshaw, you're making that face, but he is on your Mount Rushmore. Give some credit to him. 2, I got Franco Harris, immaculate reception. He is basically in your fucking airport. So, I mean, he is a big face of the Steelers organization. Next, I got Mean Joe Green. And then lastly, I put Big Ben on your Mount Rushmore.
Oh my God, you're crazy. I couldn't hold it in.
I put Big Ben on your Rushmore. You're saying I'm crazy, but like I did some research because I really had to figure it out. There's a lot of good players. They had Franco and Bradshaw in the Mount Rushmore on ESPN's. So, and they had coaches, but I wasn't putting coaches in it. And Joe Green was in it. So they had Chuck Noll.
Mean Joe Green was that was the good one. And Franco.
I thought about Bettis. I thought about Bettis, but I was like, but Franco was bigger to the city, right?
I think we all know who you're missing. Joey, go.
Hines Ward.
I got Joe Green. I threw Rod Woodson in there because he had, he got a couple records there for the Steelers. I got Troy.
That's the name.
Fuck.
That is the name, Chubbs.
Yeah, that's my fault. I did forget. Hey, Ben's out of it. Troy's in it. Sorry, my bad. That's on me.
That's the one. I'm like, bro.
That's my bad. That's on me.
So I did some research. I was looking at what Jack Lambert did for the Steelers.
Let me redo it. So
he did a lot.
I fucked up.
He did a lot for the Steelers.
Nah, bro, because
I got Jack in there. I got Jack Lambert in there, so that's my 4th.
I thought about Jack Lambert. I did think about Jack Lambert. There's a lot of good Steelers. Mel Blount, I was thinking about too.
Nah, that's what I told you. He was killing me.
Who was yours, Joe? You said Jack.
I got Joe Green, Jack Lambert, Troy Polamalu, and Rod Woodson.
Mine's pretty similar, but And
Say
I,
it,
I
Dio.
gotta put AB up.
I knew it. I knew Dio was gonna be the one. Give it to me, Dio. Give
I
it
was
to
thinking
me.
about putting AB.
Give me your still Mount Rushmore.
I gotta take Rod Wilson now. So I got Terry. I mean, not. I'm sorry. Joe Green, Troy Polamalu, Jack Lambert, and Antonio Brown. I got to.
So mine is.
Like,
I don't have Jack Lambert. I have Mean Joe Green, Troy Polamalu, Franco Harris, Benjamin Roethlisberger. So Big Ben, the greatest quarterback to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Even though he doesn't have the most rings on the
Don't care.
Pittsburgh
He's the
Steelers
best quarterback to ever put on a Steeler uniform.
Yeah,
Go back and look at Terry Bradshaw's stats. Some shit is hideous.
I know. But I looked at the Super Bowls. And they put him up there.
Yeah, it does. I always thought like, damn, Terry's nice, and then I went and looked back and researched on what he was doing. I understand the era and everything, but he was putting up Mac Jones numbers. This year, Mac Jones numbers.
He had a really good. Y'all team was lit as fuck. Like, that's why I understand it. Really.
All right. The next team we're doing is the Patriots.
Easy for me. Go ahead, Chubbs.
All right, I'm gonna start off with the obvious one, Tom Brady. Then from there, I got Gronk on it. Gronk is on that Mount Rushmore. Adam Vinatieri.
That's a fact.
And then my fourth one,
He is.
Teddy Bruschi.
All right. Damn, mine's a little different. I got the same two guys as you got. I got Brady, I got Gronk, I got Richard Seymour, and I got Ty Law.
That was a good one. Ty Law too. I forgot about him. That's a good one.
I can see why I put Gronk up there.
Wait, you don't got Gronk?
Nah, I mean, if it was a fifth face, I put him up there. He's close, but I got Tom, obviously, Adam Vinatieri.
I forgot Harrison,
Richard Seymour, and Willie McGinnis.
Willie McGinnis. That's okay. Not
So I got very similar to Chubbs. I had Adam Vinatieri, Tom Brady, Gronk, and I have Richard Seymour. Next,
I Willie McGinnis is a 3-time All-Pro first team, so
Yeah.
3-time Super Bowl. So I mean, he's pivotal to our early domination of Bears, you know. So
So that.
The only reason why I know Teddy probably was a shock to some people, but when I think about their defense, I always think about middle linebackers, and for some reason I think Teddy Bruschi all the time when I think about their defenses.
that defense
was crazy.
Yeah, Teddy,
Mike Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel.
It was nice.
Junior Seau at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did, Junior.
Yeah.
Going to the Ravens.
All right, this is probably the easiest one for y'all, so I'll go last. But this is probably the easiest one out of the four.
You want to go last?
I'll go last, yeah.
All right, cool. Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, Joe Flacco, and Jamal Lewis.
You're tripping, but go, Dio.
I don't know who my fifth was.
Joe Flacco should not be on that list, but I fuck with it. But
He's the best quarterback. You guys are right.
there's a lot of more impactful players.
You want y'all to score with.
Yeah, you tripping, Joe. You tripping, Joe. That's
Go
good.
ahead,
I could
Wayne.
go.
Go ahead, Wayne.
I got obviously Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, and Haloti Ngata.
So y'all gonna put the guy that won them. Only one of their Super Bowls.
It was between Haloti and Todd Heap for real.
Wow, man, that's crazy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my fourth. It's a generational player.
You gotta put Lamar on that shit. Go, bro.
I got to, bro. I gotta put Lamar up there. Lamar, Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, and Jamal Lewis.
Y'all, what do you all? Okay.
Why y'all not saying Terrell Suggs, bro? What is going on right now?
Yeah, wait.
It was between Jamal Lewis and Terrell Suggs. But Jamal Lewis was literally like the best freaking offensive player that the Ravens had, bro.
No, he wasn't. But go.
What are you talking about?
I'll tell you who's the best. He doesn't even touch the ball, but he's the best offensive player on the team. But
I already went. I did Haloti. I did all these.
Ed Reed, Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, and Jonathan Ogden.
That's it. Yeah, Jonathan Ogden. Yeah.
But he did not do more than
Jonathan
Jamal
Ogden
Lewis for your
made
team.
Yes, he
Pro
did.
Bowls
Yes, he
almost
did.
every year and was all pro.
Yeah, Jonathan Ogden is that
He was
guy.
like one of the best. He was a generational left tackle.
Yeah. The fact that y'all don't got Terrell Suggs is crazy to me.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
Darrell
offensive
Suggs, defensive
skill,
player of the year.
Chubbs. I'm talking about offensive skill position, bro.
I don't have
that's what
Terrell
I was
Suggs
saying.
because he was
I would
never
think
the
Jamal
best
Lewis was
linebacker on the
best
team. I only
offensive
wanted to pick one
skill he had,
linebacker.
But Jonathan Ogden was also he made all those Pro Bowls and was all pro, and he was the first ever pick of the Baltimore Ravens.
I was talking about skill position, bro. I was saying that was the best offensive skill position y'all had, bro. Like that's what I was saying. Jamal
Yeah, because he had that 2,000-yard season. Yeah.
That's all I was saying.
All right.
I wouldn't.
Todd
best offense.
is pretty lit.
Nah, Joe Flacco is crazy though, Joe.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Flacco had the best playoff performance.
I ain't gonna
and
cap.
won them a
Crazy.
Super Bowl.
I ain't gonna cap. Right now, Lamar would be over him in that.
Won them the Super Bowl.
Joe Flacco on the Mount Rushmore for the Ravens is crazy, bro. That's crazy. No, you gotta do it on who's the best, Joe.
Bro. I'm gonna be honest. Joe Flacco.
Hold on, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, Joe.
Joe Flacco is the third best quarterback in Ravens franchise. Lamar Jackson and Steve McNair.
Nah, Steve wasn't better than Joe.
He was 13-4 that year.
Joe got a Super Bowl, bro.
Come on.
Don't y'all have one Super Bowl?
They got
We
two.
have two.
He gave y'all half of y'all Super Bowl. Sorry, cool.
That's fine. Trent Dilfer also won a Super Bowl, so
Don't compare the Trent Different Super Bowl to Joe's Super Bowl. So.
Yeah, you're trying, Joe. I don't try, Joe.
I love Joe, but he's not a Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Matt Stover's ahead of him.
He's on mine.
Justin Tucker's ahead of him.
He's on mine.
All right, let's do the Dolphins.
Yeah. Joe Flacco. Go ahead. I go last. Since y'all want to go last for y'all team.
I'll go. I got Marino, obviously. The names that were popping up when I looked at the research, I was like, all right, fuck this. Can't do it. I'm not putting Larry. I don't know. He's a fullback.
Don't try Larry Zonka like that, bro. Don't do that.
But I got other guys. I got Marino, Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas, and this was my wild card because I think he's so impactful with his time there. I got Ricky Williams on my Mount Rushmore for y'all.
Okay.
I have the same exact, Chris. The same exact.
Say it.
I have Dan Marino, Zach Thomas, Jason Taylor, and Ricky Williams. Literally changed the game.
Okay.
Literally changed the game.
Okay.
I have Jason Taylor, Zach Thomas, Dan Marino, Larry Zonka. Don't try Larry like that, bro.
Gotcha.
Ricky over Larry.
Wow. So we all got like pretty much the same three players, but I got Marino, Taylor, Zach Thomas, and the other guy I have is Greasy because he won the undefeated twice. So I had to throw him in there.
Well, Sam Madison.
I was going to do that, but I don't like putting two quarterbacks on a Mount Rushmore for some reason. That's just my preference. But
You put Ben and Bradshaw on there.
and then I retracted it.
Nah, we got no clip of that.
Steelers. I got Bradshaw.
Nah.
I got Bradshaw, Troy, Mean Joe.
That's
Green,
not the clip that's getting put out. I'll tell you
Franco
that.
Harris.
Patrick Surtain, bro. You got a lot of good Dolphins players, bro.
Patrick Surtain, what I thought about. But Larry Zonka is like Larry.
But Pat Surtain didn't have like a Hall of Fame career for the Dolphins.
On that motherfucking Mount.
He had a good career.
What? That's terrible.
That
All right,
nice,
do that.
bro. You put Joe Flacco on that shit.
Wait. Let's go back to the Joe Flacco.
Bro.
Let's go back to the Joe Flacco thing. Let's go back because I could have put Terrell Suggs, right? But now it's been like
That's what you not could have. Should have.
No, I could. No, I could have.
Good, bro.
I could have. But at the end of the day, it would look just like the Steelers.
Yeah,
It would look just like the Steelers with 3 defensive players and 1 offensive player. I wanted to add another offensive player. This guy literally led his team to the championship, throwing 0 interceptions. They only got 2 championships. He got one of them. So why can't he be on there?
No, bro.
I'll take it. What's dude who had to kick off
Crazy.
that for the Ravens?
Naheem Hines.
You say the
Nah, Jacoby
Jones.
I'm taking
Jacoby
Jacoby
Jones?
Jones over Joe Flacco. He had more impact in that Super Bowl than damn Joe Flacco.
Guys, I'm putting both our kickers over Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
Like-
so y'all really trying Joe for that.
No,
Super
I'm
Bowl.
not trying. Matt Stover,
Hey, yo, we know
before Justin Tucker came.
Joe Flacco on a Mount Rushmore is fucking crazy.
we know what
Bro, listen,
what
man.
clips get the most likes.
Yeah.
Listen, man, the Ravens don't got that much, bro. Joe is out. Joe's, man, listen, he was impactful for y'all team, man. Without Joe, y'all still got one Super Bowl. And that's it.
Joe Flacco.
Hey, Joe, man. Remember, Joe's lit. Don't try Joe.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Prime Joe Flacco,
Yeah,
that was lit. He was giving Steelers problems.
I thought I'd be saying bullshit, bro, but that's just
Y'all sleep on Joe, right? Y'all really
Yeah, Joe on it.
Prime Joe,
bro.
y'all sleep on Prime Joe.
Listen, bro. He got Ray Lewis, Ed Reed. Who's your third?
Jamal Lewis.
Jamal Lewis. Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco, bro. Come on,
Like,
bro.
come on, bro. Nah.
But in terms of he did have that 1 year, but in terms of impact, Terrell Suggs had way bigger impact on the Ravens.
Chris McAllister had a bigger
I'm
impact.
gonna be real with you. It wasn't between Joe and Terrell Suggs. It was between Terrell Suggs and Jamal because Joe was
That's
going on
That's
every
wild. That's wild.
wild.
That's so wild.
Hey Joe, one more time. Tell me, Joe, one more time for the people. Who is on the Ravens Mount Rushmore?
Bro, listen, I got Ray, Ed Reed, Joe Flacco, and Jamal Lewis. All right,
And Terrell Suggs
It wasn't between Terrell Suggs and Joe Flacco. It was between Jamal Lewis and Terrell Suggs.
So question for you.
Deserves to be on there.
So question for you. That 2011
Crazy.
year when he broke the sack record and was Defensive Player of the Year and won Super Bowls on both of them teams.
He top 5.
He should be ahead of Joe Flacco. He won the equivalent of MVP for defense.
He top 5. He top 5. He might be tied for 4th, bro. So like, what's the problem here? He's still top 5.
I just think it's wild. That's all. I just think it's wild.
I think it's great.
Joe and Flacco, boy. You know why he
Oh,
picking
man.
Joe Flacco? Because he's the reason why the Dolphins in the Super playoffs. I know that's why. That is why. It's full circle. He kept them in the playoffs. That's why.
I always did, but when Joe was balling, I was rooting for Joe, man. I was like, Joe's the elite quarterback. And the next year, he folded. But whatever. He was elite that year.
That's crazy, bro. All right, man. Y'all got anything y'all want to say to people before we get up out of here?
Nah, man. Fins up. Patriots suck. Sorry, Steelers. But we out here, man. We out here.
Yeah,
Fins up.
I can't comment, bro. Y'all got it.
Bet
this year.
not.
lose. What they bet? What, talk about Joe. They better what? They better what?
Bet not lose.
That's crazy, bro. I just wasted a playoff spot.
Yo,
That's the
when we
worst
make
part.
merch, that's the first shirt that's coming out. Bet not lose.
Yeah, man, y'all just wasted a playoff spot. That's what's killing me, bro.
What y'all was gonna do?
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Nathan.
Joey, I was like, when I knew we was gonna lose, I knew we was gonna lose, but I was like, bro, y'all niggas bet not lose. 'Cause I did not want the Steelers to make the playoff because I would have never heard the end of it from Wayne today. But I was like, bro, nobody wants the Steelers to make the playoff. He talk about some. What'd you say, Wayne? What you tweet as far as the Steelers having a above 500 record or something like that, or?
What I said, I got you, bro. I'll get you the tweet, man. Cause
He
you
try to water it down, bro. I'm like, yo, y'all didn't make playoffs. Get out of here.
Oh, yeah. He was like, y'all home just like us.
Then I said, we?
We?
All I said was, FYI, Tomlin winning 9 games with this team is crazy.
Right. He tried to water it down. Winning 9 games with this team is crazy. No, y'all suck, bro. That's what it was.
Oh, man. Listen, we all equally suck except Chubb's team because we all got the same record. But,
My team is hit or
okay.
miss. Defense don't suck.
The only reason Steelers didn't make it is because they lost to the Dolphins. So that's their fault.
And
And
it's
the
wild
Ravens.
that it literally took us the last game of the season to get knocked out. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself.
Who
That
us?
comes that's regular for the Steelers and Ravens type of thing. Like that happens every year.
Listen, this
Not
is
with
the
us.
first
We
time-
was literally of our 4 teams. We were literally the worst team, bro, in the
Well,
conversation.
yeah, you were.
And Yeah, we had.
Well, no, we
up until
thought
last game.
I don't think we had as. I think you guys were same with us.
Chris, you had us
did not
finishing last in the division.
We did not have Steelers high expectations, did we?
Yeah, but you had us finishing last in the division.
You guys were same at one point. We thought.
I have the Jets.
Chubbs, don't let him pull that off because he had y'all finishing really low too.
I
So
know,
don't let him get off with that.
Okay.
but anyway,
that was because they had a receiver.
my 2 cents. Besides the minor turbulence in the beginning of this pod, where I was fucking screaming because of my favorite person in this pod. Ravens are going to win this weekend. Simple. Ravens flock. We're going to fly. Yes.
Is Lamar playing?
He might, and if he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But
So
we're gonna.
even Lamar play or he
I
doesn't
hope
play,
so.
you saying they winning?
I think we win that game this weekend if Tyler Huntley played.
Wow.
I ain't trying to start arguing with 2 hours and
turnovers.
15 minutes.
4
left.
turnovers.
Nah, man. Hey, that's belief. That's what DL doesn't have in his quarterback. So so that's a good thing to have. It's a good thing to have. It's all right.
All right, man. Till next time, man. We'll see y'all on Friday. Well, Saturday. Joey and Smooth won't be here, so I got to find somebody to talk basketball with me and Chubbs. But till next time, man.
Damn, you gonna replace us with 2 people?